And we are back in Boston. Intern, sir, you're fired. You're fired. Ridiculous. Well, we're live here. Boston, TD Garden, ladies and gentlemen, apologies. Quite the pre-show here today. As always, check it out live on Twitch. JG603 if you want to find out what the hell's going on before the show. You missed a good 45 minutes today, and I trust you. You want to see that, ladies and gentlemen. But what you also want to see is this exciting episode of TSW. We are 1 week away from... Great American Bash. We were just talking about Bash the Beach. Great American Bash live in the nation's capital. Of course, we'll talk on that later this evening. But this evening is, of course, a star-studded show once again as we wrap up the semifinal. We'll get into the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring as well as the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring. Of course, we'll talk about champions and who's facing who at pay-per-view later on and at the end of the program, of course. But the big thing here tonight is who will move on one step closer to the crown and a shot at the heavyweight championship of their respective divisions. As always, going to be an exciting show. We're going to send it on down to ringside for the first match of the evening. Oh yeah, we got a spicy one today. And what a way to kick off the show. Oh, in the shadows, it's football. Extreme? Oh, daddy likes. Looking at the first ever two-time heavyweight champion. Of course, cash in Money in the Bank. Looking to become the first to be Money in the Bank and King of the Ring on their resume. One belt away from the Grand Slam with that hardcore, but of course the looming force at ringside is football. Would take out the Tank last week. One of, I believe, 6 men to take out the former heavyweight champion Young. But who will face Animal here, kicking off the evening in the first matchup of the evening and the first in the quarter finals of the King of the Ring. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Oh, and he's got the whole crew. Oh, and this is a big money matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and business has picked up right out the gate here.
And his opponent, representing the family from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 284 pounds, OitxDragonn.
And we talked about this in the pre-show. What will the matchups look like tonight? Will we see a road to the finals for future rivals? But instead, kicking off the show is inarguably many people's pick to be the finals of this very tournament. This is going to be career rivals. It is Animal. It is Dragonn. And we got predictions live here on Twitch. Of course, where can I watch that?
Stream on Twitch is JG603.
Thank you, Mick. But I mean, talk about a true potential finals matchup in the first match tonight in the quarterfinals. Of course, Dragonn missing the heavyweight championship. Animal could become the first ever 3-time, as he were the first 2-time. And of course, the ringside backup is the thing to keep an eye on. As you heard, this is Extreme Rules, and the Dargantics family are swarming here outside the announce table. Let's get it on. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Lock up right out the gate, standing switch, get some music going on in the background, catch up on chat, and get this thing underway. As always, let me know if audio is good. Appreciate you. Oh, we got Vindak Attack the Smooth as well as on Twitch. Yes, indeed, coming in off that hot gifty. I'd love to see Vindak. Vindak would be such a vibe in TSW. Even as like a general manager would be such a fucking play. Or that might be legit. Coming off, oh, nice rolling drop kick there. And of course, we talked about the storied history of Dargon and Animal. 2 straight years to kick off TSW. Title matches and controversy would surround these two men. Have battled a number of times over the years. Pop up, face first goes Dargon. And we talk about the stakes of this matchup. Not only a shot to become King of the Ring, a shot at the heavyweight championship. But that title match will not be coming next week. Instead, next week for the men will be the semifinals and the finals of the King of the Ring tournament. The winner of that will be facing whoever is heavyweight champion come the beginning of the Too Sweet-a-thon for Bash at the Beach. Yes, indeed, the main event of Bash at the Beach will be the King of the Ring versus the heavyweight champion. And what a big way to get that show underway early on here. Nice counter from Animal, slamming down Dargon. It'll be interesting to see how much of a factor the Dargantics family in football here at Ringside Football, inexperience as a manager. We'll see if that becomes a factor. Oh, yeah, it'll be a huge matchup. We're going to find out today. Of course, we got 6 more competitors in the King of the Ring tournament later tonight. Oh, big pile driver. As we have Kopak, LBJ, Clash, Z-Rock, Vibe, and D-Reg. Oh, and Football throws a football in the ring. That's on brand. Oh, Twitch promo. Espacito de ball. We definitely have some promo hours saved up for next month. And a flying clothesline. Animal. Well, both men, former BMI champions, large competitors in Animal, showing some elite athleticism early on. Let me know about the audio here. It might be a little loud, but let me know. Sweeps the leg, does Animal. Down to ring. Oh, and here goes what we're talking about. And Night Owl grabs Animal. Now Tony, and now there's fighting, and Pat's thrown in the ring by Night Owl, and Tony's got Animal. And this is despicable. And this is anything goes. Extreme Rules, and Animals literally fighting off a pack of hyenas here at ringside. But this is legal. Inverted scoop slam in the Dargantics family, showing the Dargantics early on. Oh, and a big power slam. So Extreme Rules, anything goes, no countouts, no disqualification. Got to get the pinfall inside the ring. And a lot of the matchups in the King and Queen of the Ring tonight will indeed have stipulations on them. Not all of them, but a number of them throughout the evening. Yeah, where's Football when you need him, man? Animal fighting to get out of this pack of wolves. And they're going to try to grab him. Tony and Night Owl grabbing each other now. Now Tony's in the ring. This is chaos. Tony's in the ring. And Dargon just hit Tony. This is unbelievable. Animal just trying to get out of dodge here, and the Dargantics family making an impact. Oh, but exposed turnbuckle, and turnabout is fair play, especially all is fair in Love, War, and Dargantics. Yes, that is the 5-star ring general, of course, debuted 2 weeks ago to end Thursday Throwdown. Would have a big matchup last week, able to... And Football backs up there. And Dargon with a basketball. This is bad timing. Dargon, the last thing he wants to think about is the sport of basketball right now. And that is hellacious. Oh, an Animal, why not on the basketball? No, not like this, Dargon. Of course, alluding to the trade of Giannis Antetokounmpo now in Miami. Oh no, and this is bad news for Dargon. Animal, step up, curb stomp with authority. 2. No, Dargon kicks out. An interesting strategy. Big diving headbutt as Football kind of laying back and wait. Maybe Animal wanting to get this done on his own, prove himself against the Dargantics. Hey, we got DT2 in the goddamn house. Of course, we'll be going for the tag titles next week. Great American Bash, Nation's capital. Animal the outside. Will Football trip him up? No, he's gonna watch. Oh, never mind. Duh, that's his side, dumb fuck. Tripped up, looking for a quick. Oh, gonna flip him upside down. Can he get to 1, 2? Oh, reverse again. Dargantics, and this is getting kinky. This is getting kinky here, ladies and gentlemen. Horse football, huge debut with defeat Yunk. Oh, big full Nelson slam. Animal rolls the outside, and damn, the goddamn Dargantics. Tony gets involved. Oh, and get out of there. Get out of there, Animal. Oh, God, basketball to the head. Dude, that would fucking hurt. Oh, and the skills. Dargan showing off his inner globetrotter. Of course, they're going to become a Washington General next week at that's BJ Night Owl throwing Animal back in the ring. This is becoming a farce here early on, and the odds stacked against Animal and the Dargantics continues, but if anyone can fight against this, I do think it is the former two-time heavyweight champion and a surefire first ballot in-ring Hall of Famer. And Animal. Dargan, big headbutt against the ropes. What does Dargan think? Oh, man. Oh, that is a big boy. That's 300 plus pounds. Oh, God. How does that bust open? Did Animal just spit up blood? And there could be some internal injuries at play. The blood's from the forehead. And Dargan, with so much pressure, just exploded blood vessels in the skull of Animal. And that is one of the most damnedest things we've ever seen. Dargan's a big boy. Potential internal bleeding in play, and now thrown into that exposed turnbuckle. And Dargan has the target, and he is zoning in. Oh, and an elbow. Again to the injured midsection, and another one. And a third elbow. 300 plus pounds. Yeah, football's just keeping it safe. Football allowing the Dargantic to continue. Kendo stick, countered. Animal, no countered back again, though back first. Into that exposed turnbuckle. What a brow dog. Of course. Oh! Big axe handle. Of course, pending LBJ's path in the King of the Ring will have his rematch for the Universal Championship in the upcoming weeks. An Animal in trouble. Big kick. And Dargan now just boot right across the chest, the face. Animal. A little bit of life here. Oh, and Tony getting involved. Oh, goddamn Dargantics. Gotta expect nothing less from these. Oh, no. Oh, this is what caused the injury. And Dargan again. Oh, God, it hurts me watching it. And you gotta wonder if the referee is gonna stop this match for the health of the competitor here. Oh, an Animal some life. Again, we talked about the heart of Animal, your second ever heavyweight champion, first ever two-time heavyweight champion. Oh no, and vintage Dargantics breaks it down. A little yeet, yeet, and a ski to the face, oh God. Oh, and Dargan is feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. And the eat to yeet. No! Knee to the face, center of the ring. Two, and Dargan, no! Animal able to kick out, and you can never count out the Animal. Flying shoulder tackle. Hey, what up, Rono? Of course, we talked about it earlier. Animal looking for the hardcore title to get that grand slam, but the focus on the heavyweight championship tonight. Chuck in the way. Transition to fireman's carry. Shot across the ropes. Nasty impact. By the way, I think they always transition that instead of just like throwing him over the top rope. Hate that. Oh, and looking to grab the tape. And it looks like Darganic's family getting into it with Charles Robinson. Animal slide to ringside. Kick to the face, and it's Night Owl. Full Nelson slam, big impact for Animal at ringside. And Dargan, big punches, and Animal blood down the chest. Animal pouring blood all over. Oh, what a move! A Hangman DDT style, and I didn't know Dargan had that in his repertoire. big boot, and now Dargon's busted open. And note, all the blood you're seeing, that is all Animal here. Of course, the stepping on the chest, the explosion of blood now dripping the mouth, the chest of Animal. But he's not done. The tank ain't empty yet. Animal, maybe desperation. Axe handle shots to the back. Of course, Dargon that flak jack. God damn it! Ignore Tony. I know it's difficult. Dargon drops down, pop up, European uppercut. Yo, Dargon just kicked Tony aside. We got Mech in the house. Beat his ass, Animal. I think that's definitely the audience in agreement. Oh God, Animal! Repeated shots from the steel chair now at ringside. And look at the blood pouring from Animal. This ain't falls kind anywhere, but I mean, this is gonna wear down your opponent, certainly. Animal. Still not willing to give up. And will football get involved? Outside of throwing a literal football, and Animal maybe tweaking his lower body there, so I'm trying to work out the knees, the legs. Oh, to sit out pile driver. Of course, we're in the garden. Gotta think some ice down underneath the floors here, the parquet, thin padding. Animal looks to get Dargon back in the ring, and Animal, despite this bloody battle, might just have the upper hand here. Upper on Dargon on the table. Chuck. Two, no, Dargon powers out. Animal, breath knocks, and Animal might have just out Dargon. Dargon, two, throw, 2.5, maybe 3/4. I'm not great at fractions, but we were a fraction from a moment, and we're not done. Animal instinct, and if the brass knucks didn't get him, Chuck, slow, 2, throw. It does not get closer than that. And blood covering the chest, the face of Animal, and Dargon. Animal, that might have been his last breath of effort. Thinking, eat to yeet. Boom. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, no! Shoulder up! And Dargon holding up the 3 says, I can't believe that, ref. I can't believe you. And I can't believe this match. Dargon throws the table to ringside, wants a clean mat for the finish. Looking for the grapple, big back elbow. Animal, no, the blood in his face. Misjudging the distance. Dargon. Ooh, back of the head, face first into the barricade. Oh, and Dargon sizing something up here. Oh, God! Superman punch! And thrown back to the wolves, the hyenas, that is the Dargantic fan. And I think at this point they realize the damage may have been done and that Dargon might just have this thing under. In football, again, a little lackadaisical. You gotta think that is the inner face compared to the heel. Oh God, no, damn light tube. Animal's back up. Animal's back up. Oh, and sweeps the leg. The Dargantics kid. And what a way to start the show. Quarterfinals here. Live in Boston, Massachusetts, week away from Great American Bash. Animal counters, Dargon thrown into football, and football kind of gets involved. Oh, big scoop slam. 300-pound man slammed a ringside flak jacket or not. That is a big impact. Oh, Dargan able to counter. Big knee lift. Dargan now thrown, oh, into the barricade. If it weren't for the LED there, you got to think that thing's exploding. And Dargan now with a football in hand, and he's doing the Icky shuffle. Oh, and spikes the ball in the head of Animal. And obviously a clear shot at football here at ringside. And Chuck getting into it with the Dargantics family, sees none of it. Animal able to reverse, but maybe Dargan thinking he's got it in the bag, counting the chickens before they hatched. Animal Dargan back to the head. Thrown back in the ring now. Animal stomp, Dargan back to his feet. Big clothesline though. Oh no, and that might be enough to counter. Dargan, maybe third time. Is it the charm? Eat to yeet. Oh, and it hits. And the cover hooks the leg. 2, 3. And what a war here tonight. A third eat to yeet. But the Dargantics family, truly the equalizing factor in this equation. The endless, uncountable variable. That is Tony, that is Night Owl, that is Pat at ringside. And we talk about a possible finals matchup in the first round. An upset no matter who wins this match. And Dargan will move on in the King of the Ring. Gonna wonder what's next for Animal, of course, has taken out the Bash brother, has football, I should say. With that behind him and King of the Ring behind, will this now be time to turn his attention to LPC and the Hardcore Championship to become the first ever Grand Slam? But tonight, Dargantics stands tall, and you gotta think with Dargan and the Dargantics family in this tournament, it is going to be a hard thing to stop. And there they are, standing tall. And that is bad news for everybody else. Well, that is official. That means Dargan will be in the semifinals next week in the nation's capital for the Great American Bash. Who will he face? We'll let you guys know once we find out who the other 3 competitors are. At that point, we'll let you know who those semifinals are. Of course, the quarterfinals will continue to heat up here tonight. We'll make sure to pay out those bets momentarily. Certainly a hot start to the show. Still got 6 competitors, 3 one-on-one matches left in that men's quarterfinal King of the Ring tournament. So excited to see who will draw who as we continue on here this evening. Quick little refresher. I'm parched. Hot start, ladies and gentlemen. And I do believe things are going to get even hotter here. And maybe a little darker. As that feeling creeping in the arena is none other than the undefeated, the dark force known simply as Lambo. Of course, dominant thus far. The big question is who will step up to Lambo here tonight in Boston. I'll step aside and give you the awe-inspiring arrival of Lambo. and a level of intimidation like few other here in TSW. 300 pounds of force. Lambo has arrived. Of course, undefeated here in TSW, origins truly unknown at this moment, but what we do know, certainly a force to be reckoned with. Of course, undefeated in his short career, and you gotta think that is almost a certainty for the near future, pending opponent. And even then, this is a force to be reckoned with. And you gotta wonder here tonight, you know, opportunity in TSW, it is hard to come by. But who would be so foolish as to answer this challenge? Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that's on brand. Yeah. Yeah.
Representing the fabulous Freebirds from New York, weighing in at 200.
Oh, I gotta change his also his weight. Did DJ chunk up here, ladies and gentlemen? And here he is, a former multi-time tag champion, of course, twice alongside Raw Dog. They were the inaugural tag champions in TSW. Formerly alongside Swanee, current tag champion as well. And this is a choice, certainly, for DJ Claw at ringside. Smart to avoid this situation entirely. And we'll see if DJ has any chance against Lambo here tonight. DJ steps up, and they're going to lock up. And DJ's going to try to lock up. And DJ with a side headlock on the big man. Thrown off the ropes, rebound, drop down low as Lambo, and he eats a big boot. And you got to think that was bound to happen. Let me get my show notes ready. Oh, God, no. Oh, face first choke slam. DJ needs location and weight check. Yo, we got Landmark in the house. Of course, out injured currently, unfortunately missing the King of the Ring tournament, but the good news, does still have his BMI heavyweight BMI championship rematch. Oh, and DJ, big tilt-a-whirl DDT, and what a counter here by the Scorpion. And DJ's feeling it here. A true enigma in TSW. An enigma wrapped in a mystery. Oh, and he's thrown over the top. Glad that's not my music. Yeah, right. Raw, that'd be a hell of a matchup. And Claw with a distraction. Oh, but DJ missing. And Claw immediate distraction. Where the hell was football the entirety of last match? Is Claw a bad friend for letting it happen? Well, turns out he didn't completely let it happen yet. Maybe him going to ringside, yes. But of course, opportunity, like I said, hard to come by here in TSW. Big forearm in the corner. Yeah, DJ not looking the best in shape right now. Maybe gonna dial in the plan. Claw goes, I'm fine with it. So that's not me. Of course, Claw still waiting on his first championship here in TSW. Truly just a matter of time. So charismatic is the one and only Claw. Speaking of charisma, Roy Bacon in the house as well. Reigning Cruiserweight champion. Will, of course, face Clap next week in Clap's rematch. Could Clap become an unprecedented 5-time Cruiserweight champion? Off the rope, rebound. DJ setting something up here. Drop toe hold, face first goes Lambo. Into the cover. Music's touch loud. Yes, got you. I thought so too, but again, no one mentioned it. Appreciate that. As always, never feel like you're overstepping here in TSW. Sometimes between a mobile TV, headphone, speakers, it all sounds a little bit differently. And I do think it's better if the music's a little bit more quiet. It's just supposed to be a backtrack that you really don't hear, just so it's not dead quiet when I'm not talking. Big counter by DJ. And DJ is a master of upsets. Forearm, kip up. And DJ a cover again. One. Power out by Lambo. Of course, DJ does have a surprisingly good record in singles competition. Of course, has defeated Raw Dog before, a super heavyweight. DJ setting up something, going to high-risk district there on his roost. High flying cross body. And I don't think Lambo knows what to do with DJ. And I don't think DJ saw Lambo get to his feet. And Lambo truly taken aback by the strange creative offense here of DJ Scorpio. I don't think he knows what he's doing next, and neither does his opponent. Oh, boots up. Oh, face first. What a counter. He's a peacock. You got to let him fly, and maybe it's better to clip those wings. And certainly Lambo looks to do so. Oh, rips him back in the ring, just absolutely manhandling. And what's he looking for? Oh, God, no. We've seen this before. The big elbows. And here it is. The Tombstone Driver. We need a name for that. 2. And DJ kicks out. I'll be damned. Didn't know he had it in him. Oh, Claw just tried to trip up Lambo, and be careful what you ask for, Claw. There at ringside. Says, no, I don't want that. I'm just trying to be helpful. Flying clothesline. And Lambo. A second time going top. That is a huge man going. It's like Kane. This is like Taker going top rope, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and DJ counters, though. Going to the well one too many times. DJ, forearm to the back. Throw to the corner. DJ, scoop slam. Countered, though. Float over DDT. Bang. And DJ doing a great job of hanging in this matchup right now. Lambo starts to stomp on the hand of DJ here. Oh, this is bad news. Shock treatment coming. Oh, God. And with a history of neck issues for DJ. Oh, and he's getting slapped in the face by Charles. Damned if DJ's still alive, but Lambo wants to put down. He wants to euthanize the peacock here. DJ ain't done. But as the Flambo can say something. Oh. DJ again. DJ with some life. No way. No way. The peacock flop. Oh my God. And imagine if DJ were to put away Lambo. And DJ top rope. Looking to take flight here. Oh, right into the knees. Corkscrew moonsault. Woo! DJ's got so much life here. Oh my God, no way. There's no goddamn way DJ does this. Oh, Lambo counters and says, no, DJ, you're not doing this. Oh God, do you see the elevation? And DJ barely moving, dragged to his feet. Lambo off his ropes, big boot, god damn. Again, we talk about the history of neck injuries with DJ. Once wrestled with a neck brace, probably ill-advised. Oh, DJ, second clothesline, and he's got life. Oh, super kick. Oh, lights go out, and Lambo gets up, and DJ is in trouble. But DJ, he's so quick. He's so slippery. He's a greased up peacock. But I can't believe DJ's trading blows with Lambo. The heart of the Scorpion right now. This is unbelievable. And I can't believe what I'm seeing. Lambo can't believe what he's seeing. He says, keep bringing it. You're hitting softs, DJ. A former multiple-time tag champion, and this might be DJ's coming out party. DJ's coming now. Boop, boop. Oh, and Lambo. Oh no, DJ shock treatment. And that's gotta be it. 2, 3. And I'll be damned, much more fight than I ever ever thought DJ had against Lambo. I think Lambo shocked as well, but the shock treatment a second time. Lambo, of course, the tombstone probably looked to put him in the grave there. The Crypt Keeper here in TSW remains undefeated. And you gotta wonder, at what point will Lambo start to eat through this entire locker room like a disease, like the cordyceps from Last of Us, infecting and destroying everything in sight. And Lambo, shock treatment hits. And again, with that, the history of neck and back injury, his neck is back, his neck and his back. I do worry about the health of DJ after that matchup. And of course, Claw in his pursuit of gold here in TSW. Gotta love the heart of DJ, but certainly gotta worry about the health of the enigmatic Peacock as well. But Lambo will march on in dominant fashion. You know, I thought it was close on those 2 counts, but you know, you got to think it might have never been close as Lambo continues his run of dominance here in TSW. Double click the mid-roll. Match ratings. I kind of forgot those are there. We clicked through them so quick. And I tell you what, that is a force to be reckoned with, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen him firsthand in the ring, and that is not someone you want to run into in that squared circle. But, you know, we talk about opportunity in TSW next week. Lambo, certainly another open challenge. You got to think, not only a prove yourself, a victory and defeat like we saw from DJ tonight, but you got to think, if you can take out Lambo, that is a great way to make a name for yourself here in TSW. But an even better way to make a name for yourself here in TSW, of course, is winning gold, the title, and the crown that is King of the Ring, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue on in the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Of course, a huge matchup earlier. We'll see who will draw who here in the second King of the Ring quarterfinal of the night. I don't hate that, Finn. Yeah, something intimidating. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with Cap at his side, a week away from a chance at King of the Ring in the nation's capital. And can Team America have a big showing? And here, Kopak, multiple-time trios champion, but yet to hold singles gold. And what better opportunity than the one we're seeing right now? Of course, Cap missing out on his opportunity in that triple threat last week, but Kopak getting the job done. In some ways, bit of a shocker there, but of course, next week, the DTs will have the tag titles and how fitting in the nation's capital for Kopak to go for that King's crown. But who will face Kopak here tonight? Oops. Oh man, and what a matchup we are in for, ladies and gentlemen, as it's time to fear the Clash. I don't think if it's feel the Clash, not fear, isn't it? And easily hands down the biggest question mark in TSW at the moment. We know his history, not only in other federations of our like, but we're talking true in-ring experience across the independent scene. outside of this digital realm, easily the most experienced to enter TSW outside a Roy Bacon. And what an opportunity for both men. Kopak looks to silence Clash's quick ascendance in TSW. And Clash could very well be punching himself a ticket to the semifinals of the King of the Ring. Get those bets in. Let's get on, baby. Big lockup. Kopak, upper hand early. Day tripper. Nice headlock takeover when we talk about Clash experience in the square circle. Kopak, not as much mat experience per se. More of a Muay Thai style striker. Oh, and a nice knee there from Clash. Of course, Kopak looking to use all 9 points of impact. But Clash looking to show off some of his offense of his own in a big clothesline. Nice. A phenomenal blitz, if you will. From the phenomenal Clash. Sliding forearm, no good. And of course, Clash no backup at ringside. And we've seen managers be a huge factor so far this evening. So you got to think Cap ready to make an impact. Nice springboard. Crossbody cut by Kopak. Kopak, I got to get him his fucking mohawk. We'll grow it out for the bash, baby. I don't think I did my notes from last week now that I think of it. Oh, slingshot across the ropes. Yo, we got Nug Illuminati, baby. Smoking, we got him. Off the ropes, rebound, big flying knee. In such crisp offense. One of the most polished wrestlers TSW has ever seen. Emma too, sweet. Of course, we'll see Emma later tonight in the Queen of the Ring semifinals. I do believe the Queen of the Ring will be the next matchup here tonight. I will double check our running order. Sweeps the leg as Kopak, slingshot over the top. Springboard, shooting stars and stripes to the back. Absolutely incredible from Kopak. And this is a pair of cruiserweights, so you're going to see some incredible offense from both of them. Of course, Clash, second match here in TSW. Kopak, as we mentioned, and another big blitz of offense coming here from Johnny Clash. And yeah, I didn't do my notes because I forgot. I think that must be his base heavy. We got to make that a secondary. I like that move, but obviously if he hits it 10 times a match, it's going to get a little old. Yeah, Clash goes, yeah, I made Dan out as my bitch. JK made me eat teeth and I choked. Do we got the YouTube somewhere of that? Because I need to see, or anything you have, because I would love to watch that sometime. Maybe during Thon. Of course, we're 42 days away. If you guys didn't know, the 2 Sweetathon, first time ever. Every TSW show, we're going to girth the clock with double time. Of course, if we make it each week. We'll kick off. Again, 42 days away from now on August 6th with Dash of the Beach. Nice shot block there. And so I talked about earlier, not all the King and Queen of the matchups will be stipulations here. And this is a singles style match, of course, mainly due to the lack of history. It's Dark and an Animal. We can't have them have a singles match. It doesn't make sense. Even if it's King of the Ring. Thrown back in the ring and Clash again. So astute, a true student of the game. Oh, and Chuck getting in the ring. They're getting in the way. Both men looking for some flying offense. We're talking about the cruiserweight style of both men. Clash driving Kopak into the ropes. Back body. Oh, and he launches him over Cap down to ringside. And remember, this is a standard match. Cap cannot get involved here. William Regal called you fat. Oh my God. It's so cool. Like, obviously, like, I'm gonna fanboy a little bit. Maybe to some it's like you're just another guy, but to me that's the coolest fucking thing in the world. Anytime I find out anyone has some wrestling experience, Bacon's so cool. I mean, I like to think in another world I would have done it. Oh God, we're at a count of 7. Because of the situation, I would restart. 8. Kopak back in the ring. because again, we don't have, we can't, I don't want to run into a triple. Oh, nice rolling kick there. I know I could have turned off countouts, then the problem is they'll just brawl on the outside. I could put countouts at 20, but then they're going to draw it to the 20 count. It had to be the way it was. He's a man, such a man. Oh, you think it's, oh yes, dude, Clash, let me know. Yeah, because I'm sure I'll have plenty of downtime I'll want to entertain outside of games. Again, hopefully. I have no expectations going in. My hope is to get through a week or two, and I will feel very happy and accomplished with that. Remember who calls everyone fat? We, I believe, did it, William Regal, manly man, bitch. Oh, and off the ropes. Another one. Oh, and a Pele all day from Johnny Clash. Right, because Raw used to come out to Regal's theme because it's a fucking beautiful song. I wish I could use it, but obviously I can't use it on someone else now. And I believe we had a pay-per-view where Regal came out to Manly Man. Then got his ass beat. Jackknife cover. I don't know if Clash's shoulder's fully down there. They had a time to talk about recent events. Oh my god, yeah, dude. If anyone's caught up on this, it's insane. Some of it is just like old timer shit, but some of it's like, what? Oh, nice combo again. That's like the 6th time he hit that. You're very athletic for someone who doesn't look like it while he devoured 2 Chipotle bowls. Probably with extra sour cream, probably queso, 2 large sodas, bag of chips. I met Dreamer once on Bourbon Street. Nice rolling move. Death kick. We'll also have story time. We haven't gone through my Mania picks and on Mania stories in a while, but yeah, so I see Dreamer on Bourbon Street. I get the picture with him. And he immediately starts he goes, oh, where do you live? I'm like, oh yeah, I live in Boston. He's like, oh yeah, I got a House of Hardcore show, blah, 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 blah. Immediately starts promoting his own shit. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Dreams. Oh, nice flying Hurricane Rana by Kopak. And Kopak and Clash been on his show, apologizes. I'm kind of wandering at the moment. Oh, nice Shining Wizard here. And I always love the cruiserweight action here in TSW, near and dear to my heart. Flying forearm. Oh, I got it straight on my neck. Is just fucking pinched. Oh. Oh, and what a lifting brainbuster, little half and half style. For shades of AJ style. Springboard forearm. Truly phenomenal here. Oh, and he's gonna drag him ring. Try to get that cover. Oh, God. I'm gonna grab some Advil between. Oh, I just like pinched a little bit. Oh, and he's got him up. Looking for that. Johnny Clash. Face first. Center of the ring. 2. No, Kopak kicks out. Oh my God. It feels good though to press on it right there. Because you're old. I didn't fluff my pillow properly, and now my neck hurts the next day. Nice neck breaker. Executed there by Kopak. Springboard moonsault. Cover. Kopak to go to the semifinals next week. No, kick out at 1 or shoulder up at 1. Jacob in his teapot, dude. Regal was so good. Great wrestler, funny as fuck. Damn shame that Lake Shore Wellness policy scratch. What up, Dargan? Dargan, you missed such good Dargantics to start the show. Holy fuck. I will spoil it because I'm sure you don't mind. You faced Animal. He's gonna fucking kill me. He's going to kill me. Yo, Royal! Oh, spring up at the top rope countered. Sorry, guys, I just like pinched my neck a second ago. It's really fucking bothering me. I know I look like a fucking idiot. Royal, 8 months, baby, too. Sweet. Where I'm pushing, I feel a little like click when I go like that. I think it's like out of place. Oh my God, out of nowhere, the Kopak Claymore, and both men are down, and that might have been a last-ditch effort. Laying the SmackDown, drapes the arm, and Kopak. 2! No! Unbelievable and clashing a pile of blood here. I appreciate you, Royal. Too sweet, brother. Talk about someone I can't wait to see in TSWR in Boston here tonight. So you gotta think he is in the crowd. I gotta think he's backstage, maybe talking shop. 2 kick out. Really not even kick out. These are rolling shoulder pull-ups here. Oh, it is. Is this all Kopak split actually? This might be Kopak just dripping. It is. Springboard. Here we go. Reverse CDT. Vintage clash. Oh my God, Dargan, that's hell. Dargan, do you see the Twitter? I'll have a couple hours after TSW. I'm good till like 7 Eastern. So obviously feel free to fuck around now if you want, but I'll definitely be on. Oh, and what a counter. Maybe looking for a diving shot to the knee. Oh my God, I'm the first second we hit mid-roll, I gotta go grab some Advil, man. Oh my God. Trading shots here. Normally it's a yeah, boo, but I think the crowd loves what they're seeing. Kopak, even at his darkest times, always been a fan favorite here in TSW. Pele kick. In the corner, though, Clash isn't going to be able to get the cover. Yeah, what up, Seth P? I think I missed you pop in a few ago. By the way, Dargan, 60 stream streak. Work also getting, but I saw it. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, and here we go, second time, and could this be the charm? Could this be it? Bang! Johnny Clash with the clash. Face first, faith breaker, 2 and 3, and he's done it again. And this is one of those, I'm happy either way, man. Oh, what a matchup that was. Again, sorry I was wandering a bit in chat. Of course, if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you're live on Twitch. You miss a lot there. But what a showing by Kopak. I mean, he is so primed for a singles run, whether it's the cruiserweight, whether it's the hardcore, hell, the universal. And speaking of possible singles runs, Cap. Universal, heavyweight, 2 away from a Grand Slam, steps away as Team America looks to continue to impact TSW, of course, a week away from DC. You gotta think we'll see these guys involved one way or another. But what a showing from the Clash. And another phenomenal showing. And we now know 2 of the 4 semifinalists in the King of the Ring. But the question is, of course, who will stop the Clash and who will face the Clash next week? All right, so as aforementioned, I do believe weather's picking up. I believe that's why the doggo's barking. So I might have to step away from a few, but this is first perfect timing as we, of course, celebrate here in Boston. Love that dirty water, baby. Near and dear to my heart. Almost as near and dear to my heart as TSW, but heart pains, chest pains, burns, and financial woes have struck in GG. Bills stacking up, inside, outside, everywhere. Cash me outside, I need cash outside. They don't grow on trees. Which is why, of course, GG has had to make some changes in recent weeks, but we'll pass JG, sort of current, future, speak on that, and then when I come back for us, we'll have the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring heating up. But of course, great opportunity for current JG to run out, situation doggo as well. But as always, appreciate you guys for coming through. I'll be back in just a few for a live JG, but again, what an electric night so far. Still got 2 King of the Ring matchups. We still got LPC defending the Hardcore Championship. And of course, the 2 semifinals in the Queen of the Ring. But let me step aside real quick, situate the doggo and all that goodness. I'll be back in just a few with more TSW. Let me know if the audio's right. Might be too quiet, might be too loud. Apologies if that's the case. I'll be right back. What is up, everybody? JG603, owner and operator of TSW Wrestling. Taking a little bit of break from the action here and... Oh, didn't get the phone call this time. Hey, already better than the last guy. All right, so of course we got a lot to talk about here in TSW as current, past, future JG takes a little step away, but of course the big controversy as of late and truly tumultuous start to season 3 for JG 603 and TSW as frankly costs have begun to stack up, whether it be the travel from show to show, gas expensive these days, or whether it be the town themselves not willing to take the cuts needed to make sure TSW can go to the moon. Of course, looking to acquire new talent, maybe say goodbye to some old ones, but the big concern question is the Great American Bash, of course, July 2nd here, JG603 on Twitch. Thank you, Mick, somewhere. I'm sure he said it. But of course, the big worry is, will this pay-per-view go on as planned? And of course, as we spoke last week, we've had to make some changes to the product and quite frankly, our life to make sure that, especially with the medical bill stacking up, we can continue on making TSW the best it can be. So unfortunately, GG has had to make a deal with the devil. Of course, that devil being Salino and Barnes.
Salino and Barnes, injury attorneys, 800-888-8888.
Don't wait, call 8.
But not the only way we're looking to fund this season 3 of TSW, ladies and gentlemen. As once again, the venue situation, we can announce, has been solved. While we are able to run at the arena we have, unfortunately, we're looking at a split show, I do think, as there's been a second devil in bed with JG603. And no, we're not talking your ex. Ladies and gentlemen, we have struck a deal with the devil. We have struck a deal with Wall Street. So next week, of course, TSW will be kind of business as usual to start the evening, but throughout the show, we are going to be sending it over to Wall Street. They have acquired a location for this event. Not quite sure what Vibe is lined up for us here, but I think they're going to put on a hell of a show over there, and I know we're going to put on a hell of a show as well under this TSW banner. Unfortunately, things had to be done here. So with that being said, of course, we're going to take it back to the action here this evening, but certainly a dire situation financially here for JG 603. Let's send it on back down to ringside and current, future JG. It's not great, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good right now. Things have been better. But the good news is TSW luckily will continue on to the best of our ability, but certainly struggles, you know, signing talent, the rights to music, all this. It's an expensive business, ladies and gentlemen. It adds up quickly. But the good news is we're gonna move on tonight, and of course next week we will still have the Great American Bash live in the nation's capital, but again, not quite sure what's going to look like. But I do believe that the competitors, regardless of where they are in time and space, will put on a hell of a show and incredible matches, as will happen in this next one as the Queen of the Ring semifinals will take place, ladies and gentlemen. Let's send it back down to ringside and get things underway. Wait, you guys are getting paid? You know, it's tough. It's tough, Rod. It's tough, Landmark. And talk about tough as they come.
Making her way to the
quick heads up, as I mentioned, send Doggo home, Storm going. We've had good luck. If anything happens, we'll do our best to come back as quick as humanly possible. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A former heavyweight champion, former multi-time tag champion with different partners, and looking to be the first ever Queen of the Ring. The big question is who will match up with Bama, and then we'll know who will have the other semifinal match. And this is big for two reasons, ladies and gentlemen. Time to light it up. And here is Jesse Cat, some inaccurate reporting on the history last week, but I am positive this is a hell of a competitor, hell of a wrestler, and a hell of a person as well. Here in TSW, a daunting task, though, awaits Bama, and as was with the first match tonight in the King of the Ring match, we can now obviously confirm that later tonight, it will be the rivalry of a lifetime, the greatest rivalry the women's division has ever seen. That means later tonight will be Steph versus Emma. Get those bets in, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, Godspeed. Who will win this one? Oh, huge drop kick right out the gate. Will it be the proven or unproven here tonight? Lock up here. Jesse able to get a little bit of traction early on, but you got to think the power game of Bama is going to be tough to get around here this evening. Hot dog and handshake. Some good hot dog and hand job. So you're underpaid, Claw. Oh, and kicked right in the bottom turnbuckle. And we talk about the unexpected offense of new wrestlers. You never know what's coming in the ring. And to be fair, Bama, not a lot of experience against the undersized competitors. The likes of a Molly, Lady 2K, some of the smaller competitors in this division. Kick out at one, powered out early. Yes, indeed, Emma, you guys have a storied history. And of course, one of, if not the greatest matches you guys ever had was that vaunted Hell in a Cell. Well, it feels wrong to have a rematch. It can't be, we can't go singles. We can't just go no DQ, no holds barred. No. We're running it back. As later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Emma versus Steph in Hell in a Cell. And you gotta think Bama or Jesse coming out is gonna have a small advantage going into next week, knowing the war those two are in for later this evening. Of course, Emma undefeated inside this steel structure in the Devil's Playground. Will that continue later tonight? Emma, of course, phenomenal record against Steph, much like Bama. Bama the first to defeat Steph for that women's championship. Bama showing off that power Irish whip, off the ropes, big back elbow. Bama, an absolute legend here in TSW and in the community. And Jessica, she's got the power, doesn't mean she ain't quicker than a hiccup, ladies and gentlemen. Nice power slam there. But again, Jesse, kick out at none. Oh, and look at that. Bama's shocked at what she's seeing. And Jesse, absolutely as tough as they come. And we saw in that debut match last week with Cara, a true bloody war, literally and figuratively. And Bama, rare trip to the top rope for the powerhouse. High risk district. Will it pay off? Oh, and no, it will not. Crash and burn. Jesse, whip, drop down. Oh, nice flying clothesline takedown. Quick shoe to the cover, hooks the outside leg. One, no, and Bama powers out. And how about these two going at it here early on? Semifinals, Queen of the Ring. Will it be the veteran Bama or the unproven Jesse Cat who comes out on top here tonight? Of course, the winner will go to the finals of the Queen of the Ring and be the first ever Queen of the Ring next week. We'll go on that night, though. We're talking double duty to face Molly McNuggets, the incumbent women's champion representing the Dog Pound, fan favorite despite that affiliation. No! And the inexperience from Jesse, quick as a cat, but a big mistake. Good recovery, but no, big spear by Bama. Driving that shoulder right into the guts, the ribs, and big stomps. And Bama maybe showing a little frustration here. Oh, and Jesse powers back up, and Bama can't believe what she's seeing. Lock back up. Reverse, though. Thrown to the corner. Bama, oh man, look at this power. Post to post. Coast to coast. Buckle. Smashing. Oh, god damn. But Jesse, back in action. Big chop, big slap, spinning back kick. Taking Bama to one knee. And it is tough to knock that competitor off their feet. And look at this big counter. Stiff forearm. Shot to the back of the head. Jesse just staggering away. And Bama dominating this matchup right now. And a hell of a debut last week, but you got to think, was that beginner's luck, so to speak, here in TSW? Of course, Kara, a bit of a unproven talent as well, but Bama has proven as it gets here in the streets of TSW. Slam at ringside, 1 count. Big Luthez. And I gotta say, despite the disastrous pre-show, been on our point for the most part here. Has massive thunder strikes like a villain's lair in the background. That's next week. Jesse pulling Bama back to her feet. Oh, big kick. Oh, Shining Wizard at ringside. When we're getting weird with a former Universal Champion Casio. And what a few on holding patterns till this tournament wraps up. Excited to see what's next for Casio. Of course, most improved, voted by the fans. Coming in hot, 53 months, kicked out by Bama. Too sweet, Casio. I appreciate you, sir. Get some too sweet nights for our guy, the Casio. Woo! Big chop by Bama with force. Oh no, it's bad news for Jesse. Alabama slammer, but no, able to reverse, slide out the back, springboard crossbody again, a crucial mistake, but able to come out on top again. And Cats have 9 lives, and it's been shown in this match, much as last week. He does too, big Macho Man style. Oh yeah, dig it. Elbow. 1, 2, no. Hornets, oh, Hornets make trade. Anyone fun? The Colin guy coming through. I'm not really up on sports ball at the moment. Stiff forearm from Bama. Taking to the corner, face first, the turnbuckle. Bama, oh no, head of steam, big impact. Coming forearm right to the face. Mello? No shit. Wow. To the Wolves? They're pairing him with Edwards. Off the ropes, rebound, Bam, a nice German suplex. And again, Bam is showing that immense power, pound for pound, strongest in the division and potentially one of the strongest here in TSW. And Bam looking to ground and pound the cruiserweight competitor. I know it's bad news with Alabama. Slam a sit out. No. Oh, and this could be the end of the road early. Oh no, and Bama's not done. Bama's not done. Looking for another one. Alabama slam. Boom. Back to back. And Jesse Cat down and out. 2. No way. Down to her last lives here is Jesse Cat, and she's still kicking. What heart! The perseverance!
Just this time.
Mello does miss, apparently. Drop down low goes Bama. Big back elbow missing wildly. Sit out jawbreaker. What was the Mello trade? Of course, we're talking Carmelo Anthony. No. What year is it? Looking for a powerbomb, and no, Jesse counters. And a big shotgun kick. And is that the last life of the Cat here? Owen in the corner. And what is she setting up for? Bama. Pop top, drop top, sits on top. 1, 2, no. I wonder how Bama got out of that. It looked like a kick. Ooh, I don't want to speculate. Oh, this is bad news. Up on top. Onto bang. What did we call that? We gave it a good name. I forgot it already. 2. And Bama kicks out. The pop top. The drop top. And a clothesline. Cat's Grace. Yes, I like that. Cat's Grace. Yeah, that's good. I like that a lot. That's so good. Again, I got to get back to taking notes too. I was good for a while. It's little things I have to get better about that will take us a little better in TSW. It is bad news for Jesse. I do think that might have been our last ditch effort here in this matchup as Bama putting a stomping down in Obama. Top rope, mixed results here. Calls her to her feet. Bama. Big clothesline takes her down, center of the ring on the logo. And now a clothesline of her own. Encountered back goes Bama. Unbelievable stuff here between these two. As the action in season 3 of TSW continues to be electrifying, running drop kick takes down Jesse. Back elbow by Bama, so much damn power, but so much quicker is the opposition. Spinning back kick. Oh, sliced bread! Unbelievable! Middle rope. Calling Bama to her feet. Bama's in trouble. What's she thinking? Whatever she was thinking, Bama just pulled a Samoa Joe. Oh, big counter. They're going counter for counter, move for move here. Bama, the ringside back down. Jesse meets her there. So damn quick. Thrown back in the ring, smart not to even consider the opportunity for a count out. You can't risk that. Especially undefeated, especially in the Queen of the Go. And a slap to the face of Bama. And disrespectful. That's unreal. And, you know, a long match, a long war here, of course. Got to think about the quarterfinals last week. Certainly taking its toll, a long career. And the younger, maybe quicker talent gets the job done. That's a wild way to pin someone. I want to see a rematch now, damn it. That's the wildest finish we've seen in ages in TSW. That collapsed into a blip. Yeah, it's insane. Jesse Cat with a Jesse slap and the cat's paw takes the W here tonight. What up, Braun, baby? An unbelievable debut in first 2 weeks here at TSW, but a matchup with either Emma or Steph awaits next week in the finals. A date with destiny for the young competitor. But you gotta wonder, when will those lives run out for Jesse Cat? But of course, for Bama, opportunity always right around the corner here in TSW. A true legend, and you hate seeing that, so only a matter of time till she bounces back in a big way. And speaking of looking to bounce back, of course, frankly, season 1 and 2, ups and downs, a true roller coaster. At some points, a kiddie coaster. Very, very few ups, very few downs, and a lot of dips, a lot of downs. Of course, we're talking about BRE. We're talking about Rowdy Time. Incredible showing at the pay-per-view. Truly the upset of a lifetime, but maybe, just maybe, a little too much right now for the Rowdy one. A little bit banged up, bruised up, but he's a fighter. And he wants to build momentum once again here in TSW. Let's send it on back down to ringside to the Rowdy one. Hey, what up, one-on-one with a great one? I found out this song got strikes, so I turned it down a bit, by the way. Oh, and taped up here, looking rougher than ever.
Making his way to the ring from Columbia, South Carolina.
He's literally ripping the jacket.
105 pounds.
His arms are ripping through the jacket. Oh God, this is rough. But of course, fan favorite, beloved, yet to win gold in TSW. Truly a goal here in season 3. But right now, a tough spot. Rowdy, the long hair, the damage, the clear bulking, and this is tough. But the good news is Rowdy can turn this around in one moment here in TSW. Let's find out who steps up here in Boston. Oh! No way! You can't see me! It's Ron Cena!
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200.
Shout out Arcanine. And how about that? Ron Cena is here in Boston. I thought Rowdy was about to face John Cena, but Ron Cena, much more logical. I'm sorry, man. I thought I was helping the Judgment Day. And you gotta think there's a great opportunity for Rowdy to build back momentum here in TSW, or potentially another soul-crushing defeat is on the way. And step for 5,000 biddies too, sweet. And looking to get that victory later tonight. We can confirm that will be against Emma for a chance to face Jessie Cat in the finals of the first ever Queen of the Ring, and that will be in Hell in a Cell. Yeah, Tony. I have no clue what they're... Oh. And look at this. We're talking Rock Hogan. We're talking Braun and Taker's is the biggest battle in wrestling history. It's Ron Cena and Rowdy time, and they're trading shots immediately. Yeah. Yeah. And this crowd's electric. And they know what they're seeing. They're in for a treat here. And will this be Rowdy's return for the hole in another 450? Another 450, baby, in the midi committee from the one and only Steph. Looking to round it out at 14K on the month. God damn! And we got a hockey fight here in the Garden. Bruins, stand up, baby. And Rowdy out, bust open Ron Cena. 2, no! And what an opportunity for Rowdy. And Rowdy taunting. Time and place, Rowdy. That's a veteran. Holy shit. Sorry, the lightning and thunder outside's fucking loud as a motherfucker. Big clubbing blow, of course, Rowdy. The upset of the lifetime in the Rumble would sit outside the ring for nearly 70% of the goddamn thing. Looking powerbomb. And Ron Cena counters. And R-Truth. The legend! Oh, the shoulder tackle! No way! Off the ropes and another one! Oh! Yo, and big time TS2. Sweet! What up, big time, baby? The Brotherhood in the house. Of course, much like Animal looking for that hardcore title. Oh, no way. You can't see me! And Ron Cena, the 5-knuckle! No! Rowdy hooks up and drives Cena to the corner. And Rowdy! Oh, and it's like Hogan and Andre, brother! In no way. Rowdy, despite the injuries, the top rope, looking to do it. The back break! BRE here in Title Town. 2, no! And what will it take to put away Ron Cena? Oh, and you gotta think he's looking for that BRE. And he is! BRE! Oh, boots up by Ron Cena! Clothesline, but oh, Rowdy stands tall. Rowdy counters, big shot to the guts, off the rope, rebound. Rowdy drops down low. How is he that quick? Oh, big elbow though, bionic elbow here from. Oh, you can't see me, Rowdy. No, attitude adjustment from Ron Cena, and both men are down. The arm, and this is incredible. 2, no, shoulder up from Rowdy. We're not worthy. Oh, and Rowdy drives Ron Cena into the ropes, gonna tie up that arm. Rowdy, some desperation. Rare you see him cut corners. So much power. Oh, Rowdy! So much girth. Oh no, Ron Cena counters again. Quick jabs against the ropes. Oh no! Now R-Truth, Ron Cena's getting spicy. Rowdy tries to push him off. The veteran looking springboard back elbow. Jabs, strikes, combo. Rowdy counters, headbutt, down goes Ron Cena. And the Garden is electrified here tonight. Big strike. And Rowdy's in trouble. Oh, scoop slam, 350 pounds. And R-Truth, top rope, you can't see me. Oh, top rope, 5 knuckles shuffle. And Rowdy countered the OG earlier, but the OG R-Truth with a win here tonight. You got to hate it. You got to hate it if you're Rowdy, but what a moment. People over there, what's up? Say what's up. What's up? What's up? What's up? And what's up with Rowdy is the question. His injuries continue to mount. The physical appearance continues to quite frankly fall apart. And I'll be honest, that might be the greatest 5-minute match you'll ever see. Electrifying stuff, but Ron Cena in his hometown in Boston paying his homage to his childhood hero, John Cena. Gets the win here tonight as Rowdy. Man, he needs something to turn this boat around, and I don't know what the hell it is. Chosha Bet, what's up? What's up? What's up? And as Ron Cena, of course, shows some love here in Boston. Of course, as a part of our long-standing agreement with WWE, going back to season 1, I had to sell a percentage of the stocks, but luckily, of course, it's my business. I owned 100%, so we can sell some stock prices there. But of course, a great deal with WWE allowing this talent exchange. And speaking of the talent exchange, of course, we are just a few weeks away from our first ever show from Mexico, partnering with AAA. Very excited for that opportunity. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be a great one, of course. Who will go one-on-one with the great ones here in TSW, including Rowdy. Rowdy, down at Arena, Mexico. I cannot wait to see who answers, as you better believe Rowdy is going to be raring for a fight south of the border. That, like, in Mexico, not south, not, maybe that too. Maybe. But I tell you what, this electric show continues to roll on here tonight. It's been an absolute blast, but we ain't close to done, of course. Still more King and Queen of the Ring action, of course. LPC will defend the Hardcore Championship later tonight, but we do have some footage. We were informed the last couple days there was some commotion at Wall Street headquarters as Roy Bacon broke in and defaced the storage. And there he is. Johnny able to get a hold of him. But of course, this is the storage area. Wall Street buying up everything they possibly can. Almost like physical NFTs. Johnny, oh, big fall there. And this is a dire situation. Of course, we're a week away from the Cruiserweight rematch, and these two are truly heating up this rivalry in a big way here tonight. Oh, God, and what is... No! Oh, my God, Roy! And you saw those tables. It was a red herring, and he went right through a goddamn shelving unit. And Roy Bacon breaking into Wall Street headquarters here. And Johnny Clapp may be regretting being the one to meet him. Typically, you send a D-Reg, you send somebody else, but no, Clapp says, oh, Roy Bacon's here, I want to do it myself, and maybe an ill-advised decision here for the Clapp Daddy. Of course, you see the chairs strewn across the heights of the start of that match, or this brawl, I should say. Oh, look at these hammer fists. As next week, we will see the Cruiserweight title one-on-one tables, ladders, chairs between Roy Bacon and Clapp Daddy. Oh, face first. Oh, off that ring apron. Of course, this vaunted storage vault of Wall Street. Oh, and what a DDT into a tip-up, and so silky smooth is Roy Bacon. Both in attire and performance. Oh, bang! And what a move, and that is a big way to build momentum heading into the Great American Bash. The big-time disco fever stunner, and that is a fever dream for Wall Street as this Cruiserweight title might just be out of reach. Next week, of course, TLC for the Cruiserweight title, and we can confirm, of course, as we spoke earlier, that match will be one of these secondary venues that Wall Street has acquired. So I'm very, very excited to see what that looks like, you know. Money is no option for Wall Street. So they are certainly going to pull out all the stops for that matchup. But talk about big matchups next week. We're talking the return that no one saw coming, or is it a debut no one saw coming, as we're talking Luch. Next week, it's a steel cage if Luch beats Fenn. He has a title in TSW, but I can confirm Nick Mazesco, coming to me representing the congregation, has asked for me to sign Luch to a one-day contract because he wants to get that ass beat. And it's going to be Rox the Man, who retired the Luchador Mania.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Coalition from New Jersey, weighing in at 300 pounds, the World Tag Team Champion, Rock.
Real quick, I forgot. Again, I just got to double check all my notes, but I forgot to do champion entrances for people. A lot of people have this exact entrance, so I am sorry for that. I know it takes a little bit away. And here we go. Of course, 1/3 of the trio's champions undefeated at Mania, and pinning the Luchador would send him packing from TSW. Remember, he's working at an orphanage with El Generico at the moment down in Mexico. But Rox the Girthquake, one of the most dominant forces TSW has ever seen, looking to weaken Luch prior to that steel cage match with Fend next week at the Great American Bash. Of course, if Luch can win that match, he will get a contract with TSW and a trios match, if he can find partners. The better Canadian. Heck, Adam. Of course, Adam out injured at the moment, as is Deke, at the hands of the congregation. Fend chief among them, taking out Cannon. Here we go! Luch is back, baby!
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in
Where does he hail? Is it Toronto, guys?
88 pounds,
And of course, the outsider right now here in TSW, the one and only Luch, is here. Of course, rumors unsure of the relationship with the Luchadors. Some are quick to say it's the same person. But I've never seen them in the same place at the same time. So I think, to me, that is enough to maybe think that. I don't know. But what I do know is it's going to be a hell of a matchup here, as this is the in-ring debut of Luch. And he's got a hell of a matchup with the big boy, the Girthquake, Rox. Oh my God, and Rox, despite a BMI competitor, seemingly athletic. Oh, and maybe a bit of a shot at Chet here with some sumo moves. And we are expected to spend some time in Japan in an upcoming tour following the Bash of the Beach. Off the ropes rebound, and what a move, red dot to the dome. Z King is here. Off the ropes, drop down low goes Luch, looking for that back elbow, but no, so much power, so much experience from Rox. Unsure of the experience of Luch inside the ring. 1, 2, small package. Now, I can speak on the Luchador if you want to make that connection, of course. Luchador, extremely athletic. Double bounce moonsault, unbelievable, and this is what we're talking about. Maybe training with the Luchador. But of course, the Luchador yet to win gold in his previous life in TSW. Oh! No way! Clip it! Holy shit! Rox just used Luch like a torpedo and killed Charles Robinson. Charles is down. Charles is down. Oh my God, he's motionless. Did Rox just kill Charles Robinson via Luch torpedo? Holy shit! That might be the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I don't think it's close. Sorry, so the ref's down, no count going. Chuck back to his feet, somehow dropkick on the outside. Rox again, BMI, but showing that athleticism. This is TSW. I didn't even know what I saw for a second. I always look back here because there's like a light delay between me and the count of 6. You'd hate to see a count out for Luch here in his debut in TSW, looking to get revenge for his dear friend Luchador against Rox. And Rox, another shot at Chet. Oh, and count of 9, but no, back in the ring is Luch. Mazesko on the apron, of course, fend Fritzy at ringside. Big scoop, slam and bird bang. Of course, congregation ever evolving. Sap Daddy, Chef, former members haven't been seen in quite some time in TSW. Oh God, look at this power by Rox showing off here. Oh, big power slam. Forearm to the face, disrespectful. Cover kick out at 1. And look at the heart of Luch fighting for the honor of all of Canada, truly. And it's been a tough run for Canada as of late. Of course, yet to really win gold the majority of Canadian TSW brethren. Of course, Adam, Luchador, Deke fallen before. Of course, Khan fired by Wall Street last week. Oh God, torpedoed again. Dude, LB, I cannot believe that. And Rox again, showing that sumo power. And are we on a collision course for Rox versus Chet in a sumo match in Japan? Middle rope, big elbow, nearly decapitating Luch, and maybe a lack of experience for Luch again. In-ring debut. Truly unsure of the history. Oh, big DDT. And Luch building momentum, big elbow. Rox gonna drag himself to the ropes, and Rox might be in trouble here. Oh, stunner to the ropes, down to the outside. What is Luch? Luch is calling Rox up for something. What is he thinking? Luch, no way. Luch, oh, holy shit, holy shit. And Luch, unbelievable triangle cross body out the corner. And I've never seen that here in TSW. And a lot of people might have just found their newest favorite cruiserweight. Count of 7 rocks. 8 now, breaks free of Luch. This could be a count out. 9. Luch back in the ring, but Rox doesn't see it. Rox is going to ton. The corner. Rox turn around. The Luchador is here. Looking for a DDT, no, countered. The counter. Off the rope. Rebound, Luch, drop down low. Cruiserweight style. Come on now, Luch. Oh, spine buster. And Luch is not what you'd expect from a cruiserweight here, ladies and gentlemen. Electric speed, tripping up the big man. And he might be in a splash zone here. No, the cover, but no, I missed it. And it looks like Mazesko possibly fend, removing the turnbuckle, Chuck distract, and possible 3 count there. Luch looking for some finishing maneuvers there, counter. Oh, big jumping arm breaker, arm bar now. Can he get Rox to tap? Big boot from Luch. Luch top rope, more electrifying offense, rolling frog splash. Oh my God. Look at him go. Oh, and Rox to ringside. Oh, please. Oh, damn it. I would say, please do like some suicide dive shit. No, Luch, get away from the congregation, sir. That would be a disqualification, or you would think. And Chuck, of course, sometimes questionable decision making. Rox, time and place to taunt, sir. Snap suplex. Rox, a rare mistake here. Irish whip reversed into the corner. Rox now. Stiff forearm. Oh no, what is he thinking? Face first, busting open Luch. And the red and white gets a little bit more red on it. Oh God, and again. And now stomps. Oh, and boots. Another one. Luch is in a bad way. Drag to the corner. Mazesko right there. No, boy. Oh, this is bad. World's strongest slam style and Rox. No, the Girthquake looking to shake the Richter scale. Down goes Luch. Oh, no. Hooks the leg. Ben looks on, pleased with what he's seen, but no. And look at the blood puddled around Luch following that monster splash from Rox. And now middle rope. This is bad news. Bad news. Called to his feet. Rox looking to kick him out the corner. Flying shoulder tackle, a meat torpedo off the middle rope. Luch, maybe a last-ditch effort. Able to kick Rox off. Countered again. Luch. Oh, what a move! What a move! The Buzzsaw kip up into a flatliner. Busting open Rox. And now Luch looks to take advantage. Rox maybe concussed here. And if he wasn't, he's certainly about to be big elbows. Oh, jumping elbow! Look at him go! Now choking the life out of him. Revenge for Luchador from Mania. Bounce, double bounce, moonsault! This guy's unbelievable. 1, 2, no, kicked out. Dude, a lot of people have all the right stuff to do this, and they just don't do it. Rox to the big counter. Luch, jaw breaking. Rox back to the corner. Big strike. Axe handle. Hammer smash to the back. Luch now. Top rope. Splash zone. Bad spot to be for the congregation. What is he thinking? Oh, inverted 450. Shade to the women's champ, Molly McNuggets. I got to pull that off his repertoire too. No, kicked out by Rox. I bet I signed that before I gave Molly it too. I would think. Of course, I've had this Luch design since the start of the year. Off the ropes. Rebound. Big back elbow. Is that enough to put away Rox? He's taking a lot of damage here. Face first, bang! Luch! Oh, how about this? Shades and Deekster! Canadian destroy! Rocks! Neck snapping! 1, 2, no! And Rocks kicks out, and is that all Luch has left in the tank? And it might just be discus, forearm countered back headbutt, sends Rock staggering, whipped off the ropes, uppercut, big strike. Oh, a somersault, maple leaf makeover, shades of Up and Atom, and ladies and gentlemen, that is 3. And what a debut, maybe return for Luch. Unbelievable offense, and it is a somersault, front flipping maple leaf makeover, shades of Up and Atom that will put away Rocks. And Luch, a week away from a cage match with Fend, a week away from a possible contract with TSW, and a week away from possibly earning a trios title match against the Congregation, and defeated Rocks tonight. If he can defeat Fenn next week, that is a lot of momentum. But the biggest question, Adam's injured, Deke is injured, Khan was fired, the Canadians are out of TSW at this point. Who can Luch find? Who in the world could Luch find to go get those trios titles? We are going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. In the Congregation watching on, Luch stumbles to his feet, and you gotta think, if a sneak attack's not coming, maybe they think the damage has been done already from the Girthquake here tonight. And as Luch the crowd, he's gonna scamper out like Danhausen, and he's through the crowd, and he's out of here. And Luch is out of here, and he is on his way to the nation's capital next week, on his way for a collision course against Fend. Well, I tell you what, TSW Season 3 has been electric. The in-ring action, the storylines continue to heat up. And it truly doesn't get better than what we've seen here tonight in every way possible. It's sports entertainment value, top to bottom, whether it's the Dargantics, the JG, whether it is, of course, Selena and Bonds, injury attorneys. But JG needs to step away, fill up his water, pretty much right on cue, as we're going to take a quick look at the power rankings. I will be AFK for a good chunk of that. I'll come back, try to talk over some of it, I feel like, if I need to. But you'll see some of the up-down arrows, and you kind of know why guys rise and fall. Of course, a couple losses in a row. Maybe if someone has a rematch clause ready, they might be higher. A champion, remember, not all champions will be shown, because I can only allow a couple on Universe. But I'm going to step away. We're going to go check out the power rankings, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Time to end this suffering. I need a minute to
course, we see a lot of champions not having their title on the picture, unfortunately. The women's champions, the trios, you can't. Top 10 here. Finn falls as Steph rising. Ted falls, following the King of the Ring. Lost there. Swanee stays put. Top 8, baby. High corner cuck chair. Meckle Monster, the monster in the bank. And is there a shake-up in the top 5? We're about to find out as Finn falls. And with many champions standing pat as of late, so do their rankings. I came back too late on that one. I took too long. All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, the rankings are settled for now. I wish I could throw more champions on there. I can't. It's dumb. Even though Mech, even though he's set to have Money in the Bank, doesn't show up there. I also wish factions and teams could be a single ranking. Very stupid. Yo! Ooh. And I'm saying it. If not by the end of this year, definitely season 4, we are going to see a wave washing over TSW. 14 months, the goddamn mouse. 2 sweet brother. Catch up chat in just a minute. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big time matchup as, of course, a number of undefeated superstars here in TSW. Lambo getting the job done. Jesse Cat, Johnny Clash. But who will be next to feed the flame? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Psycho RK9. Little story working. I like it. Get them 2 sweets for our guy money. I'm gonna come down because I really like this entrance. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the hottest stars sweeping the wrestling industry today, RK9. Has traveled the globe, whether it's AAA, New Japan. This man has made a name for himself anywhere he steps his feet to feed the flame. Certainly RK9, a surefire future champion here in TSW. Undefeated. Has defeated Tony, Pat, Night Owl, Grim, Benjamin, an eclectic group. Who will step up here tonight from the wing, the rope walking, fast talking, flame spewing, high fly doing RK9. And here he is, Dr. Death Joker, former tag, former BMI champion. One of the most intimidating forces this roster will ever see. And we've seen some big matchups. Tony, Meme, multiple time champions, but I think it is fair to say this is the most daunting task and test for RK9 to date here in TSW. It is the Psycho versus the Clown, the Joker versus the Flame. And this is going to be a tough draw here tonight for the undefeated Cruiserweight superstar. Lock up out the gate, bold strategy, and Arcanine able to catch Joker off guard here. Chuck gonna separate out the corner. Oh, an Arcanine stiff shot busts him open. Oh, and a combo. Oh my God, Arcanine. Oh, Arcanine with a 619. Springboard, 360 lariat, holy shit. And what a start to this match. Oh, and Joker with a counter though. Oh my God, a knockout punch. Look at our big forearm. Fade to the J-bomb, forearm smash. Arm on the back, big clothesline. Early cover here, and what about this start to that match from Psycho? And we saw last week him start to, get a little bit more comfortable in the ring, and I think we've absolutely seen it here. The TSW ring much different than the New Japan AAA rings, of course, up around the world twice, down, around, back again with a head to the takedown. Over the top rope, Arcanine, they look for a springboard tope, right into the knees of Joker. Big strike, ducked, countered, head kick. Rolling offense. Joker not a lot of experience one-on-one with cruiserweight competitors. In tag matches has faced a number, but not often in one-on-one action. Oh, nice combo here. Oh, and a DDT. And Arcanine with some incredibly crisp offense. And I'll be honest, I think Joker's a little taken aback here. I'm not sure if he did his research. I don't know if he knew what he was getting himself into, and that's shocking for a man with a resume of Joker. Of course, season 1 was voted tag team of the year. Incredible run alongside Raw Dog with the Disciples. Kick out at 1. Of course, the Disciples of the Apocalypse, a dark time in TSW's life. Big wheelbarrow DDT. And this speed is going to be the X factor here. Springboard moonsault, big impact for the cruiserweight competitor. Oh, nice move there. Twisting from the middle rope, top rope, down on the moonsault, and Joker is really getting blitzed here early at another DDT. No. Joker powers out. Arcanine looks a little surprised here. Maybe early frustrations. The first couple of matches, you're kind of playing with house money. But as victories stack, as expectations rise, you got to think that maybe in the back of the mind of RK9 that is having an effect. Oh, and what a move by Joker. We're going to smash the left knee, tear the ligaments. We got Cap Narc 7 stream streak. How we doing, Cap Daddy? Joker now starting to settle into the pace he likes in this matchup. Going to turn around RK9 into the corner. Top rope. This is a bad spot to be against a big boy. Oh my God, this is bad. What the hell is Joker thinking? Back superplex. Oh man. And Joker taking a big impact. And this is awesome chances. Boston crowd loving this show so far. Looking for another DDT, but this time Joker back body drop, able to counter. I can tell him due for some new contacts. Holy shit, these are not good. Nice side mount punches, but Arcanine able to wiggle out of it, throw it into the steps. And Arcanine continues to be on top of a match I think many would think he'd be battling from behind on. Oh! And remember, Joker, a little slim and trimmer than we once saw him at his quote, in-ring peak, and it shows with a crisp offense. Wheelbarrow DDT again from Arcanine. Count of 7 coming. Is that going to be enough to get the count out and the victory to remain undefeated for Arcanine? Oh, a little shimmy shake Viva La Raza here for Arcanine. Oh, but a little lackadaisical approach to Joker. Joker able to scoop him up right in the middle of the ring. Forearm to the face on the cover. Is that going to be enough? Can't imagine it is. 2. No. Able to get the shoulder up. Maybe a hook of the leg could have gotten the job done here from Joker. Oh, stomped the back of the head. Oh, God. Oh, nasty. And no, another stomp to the skull, and this is Joker's wonderland. This is where he wants to be. Big body splash, middle rope, 320 pounds of humanity. No, kick out at 2. And things starting to look dire for Arcanine, who maybe came out the gate a little too hot in this matchup. Not prepared for Joker to weather the storm. Oh, Joker looks to go off the ropes, but Charles Robinson getting in the way, and Arcanine able to counter off that. Big head scissor, and could that be the turning point in this matchup? Charles Robinson being out of place. Joker counters, stiff forearm, back in the ring now. Head kick, second kick. Joker still on his feet, barely affected. Oh, Arcanine Psycho drivers put away number superstars like this, bang. Oh, but Arcanine is down. Wants to drape the arm for the cover, but Joker down. Maybe having some words there. Probably planning the finish. And Arcanine calling Joker to his feet. He's feeling it here, folks. Bad news if you're Joker. Is he thinking, no, scoop slam. Oh, no, bad idea. It's a big boy, Arcanine. Just thinking maybe he was thinking that burning hammer. Joker would put his feet on his ropes, but Chuck catches it. Chuck actually double bounce. Oh, looking for a poison Rana, but Joker able to avoid it. Arcanine, though, somehow able to counter again. Driving Joker back to the ropes. Joker again countering. Big STO style clothesline takedown. Arcanine back to his feet. Joker. No, the punchline coming, but Arcanine had it scouted. Counters. Wheelbarrow. DDT coming. Bang. Plants him. Arcanine. Top rope. And is this going to be it? Setting up. Oh, big moonsault. Not the cleanest. But I gotta think the wear and tear gonna be a part of that too. No! And maybe a cleaner moonsault could have gotten the pin there. Rare sloppy offense from Arcanine. Oh, and this could be it. This could be it for Joker. Arcanine looking for the finishing touches in this matchup. Maybe looking for that burning hammer, but no, Joker. Back elbow stays alive. Got across the ropes. Dragged to his feet. Arcanine stays alive. Back elbows. What is he going for here? Twists him, turns around, jumping bulldog. I don't think Joker had a clue what that offense was going to be. Joker back to his feet once more. Springboard out the corner. Oh, looking for the RK9, but out of position. But is that going to be enough to put him away? Well, not really hitting cleanly. That was a lot of force to the back of the head of Joker. And that is ugly, but that might be enough. No. And you got to think the lack of a clean connection. Looking like Sol Ruka there. Oh, it was bad news for Joker. Kick to the midsection. Second kick. Arcanine setting up. Top rope tornado DDT. The head, the neck take a lot of this force here in this matchup. Rolls to ringside. Top rope for RK9. Gonna call Joker to his feet. This is high risk, high reward. Will he crash and burn? Yes, he will. And could that be a critical mistake for the high flyer? Drop kick, both men down. Charles Robinson looking for a double count out here. Oh, and Joker going after that knee, and this is a great call. Take out the high-flying offense of RK9. And he's been in some wars as of late, and the wear and tear certainly starting to rear its head here in Boston. Count of 5. And Joker looking to end the streak here of RK9 with a count out. Count of 7. Joker out on his feet. 8. Joker telling him to stay down. 9. He's back into 9. Right as Joker taunts. Up, tilt-a-whirl, round, down, back again. Twice he goes, down goes Joker. Arcanine. Tornado DDT springboard. Unbelievable force. The extra rotations. Shotgun drop kick, side of the head. Joker drags himself to the ropes, back to his feet, but I do fear he's in a bad spot against RK9. And yes, indeed, looking for that burning hammer. No way, no way, that's a big man. Oh, burning hammer hits. Center of the ring, 1, 2, 3. And walking through the flame is Joker, coming out burned. In between the 9 count and tough offense, Arcanine maybe his toughest test to date here in TSW, but the momentum continues. Of course, certainly wants a shot at Dargon in the future as he continues to battle the Dargantic's family here in TSW. But the detour through the rest of the roster continues to pay dividends for the newest masked man here in TSW, as he just put down a BMI legend in Joker. And dying to see what is next for RK9. We continue to tear apart this roster, or does gold await him in the future? We'll certainly find out in these upcoming weeks, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, we are indeed in Boston, shipping up to Boston, and we have some major matchups to round out the evening, all 4 matches main event level, as we have 2 King of the Ring quarterfinals. We have LPC defending the Hardcore Championship, and of course, the following match. A war is on its way, another chapter in what is inarguably the greatest rivalry in the women's division history. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your second semifinal Queen of the Ring matchup. The winner will go on to face Jessie Cat next week, and then Molly McNuggets in the nation's capital. This is Emma versus the blue-eyed witch Steph. But this is no match. This is not just the Queen of the Ring. This is no holds barred. This is no disqualifications. No, no, no. This is hell in a cell. Emma, undefeated in the Devil's Playground, has defeated Steph in this very match. The winner of this could very well be your first ever Queen of the Ring in a future women's champion. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Emma versus Steph, another chapter in a truly storied rivalry. Let's get it. And here she is, one half of the intergender tag teams, or mixed tag teams, Jesus. I mean, technically, yeah. Inaugural and 2-time, of course, most women title reigns in history.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Dude from your darkest fear, one half of the mixed tag team champions,
And part 7. They have traded the singles championship, but tonight, no title on the line that you put on the waist. Instead, a title by namesake, a crown, a Queen of the Ring, and a shot at the heavyweight championship. Nearly double-digit reigns between them. And another storied chapter in this rivalry. And a chorus of boos as only Emma knows. It is time for the Eradicator, Emma. 5 minutes, get those bets in. When we talk about their history, we talk about the resumes. And Emma, longest single reign, longest combined reign with the women's championship. But Molly giving that number a run for its money as of late. But tonight, you can't look too far ahead as Steph stands across the ring inside Hell in a Cell. No backup. No corners to be cut. This one must be earned here tonight. And much like Dargan versus Animal, a potential finals matchup here tonight. Winner will face the unproven Jessie Cat. The winner tonight could very well be the new queen of the ring, but this level of a battle, you gotta be happy if you are Jessie on the other side of this. As Hell in a Cell between two bitter blood rivals is a great way to wear down the opposition. And let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, they go at it. Again, I wish this was a clear cell, but I don't feel like dealing with the camera. Oh, nice. Kneeling. Full Nelson. Uranog. Yo, and a spear! A spear by Steph. And these two turn it right up to 11. The forehead has its own zip code. Yeah, you ain't wrong there. I could probably try to fix that. That's a 5-head. I really do hate that you can't see through the steel that well. And big fists on a full mount here from Steph, and a slap to the face. And this is what you expect from these two. So much history, and it continues to build here tonight. But of course, Steph last time in Hell in a Cell against Emma would fall. Wow, that's a terrible fucking angle. Side Russian leg sweep, and now it's Steph with a big fist, and it is so personal between these two. Respect certainly has been earned, but not afraid to throw down are these two. But of course, Steph last time in Hell in a Cell against Emma would fall, would fail. Will history repeat itself here tonight? Wow, that is the cell worse than it was last year? Like, the steel, the main steel? Because I feel like we haven't seen a lot of cells this year. Probably this is just the second. That's really bad. I might have to test in off stream some other camera angles. I know there are some other options, but again, it's tough because I don't want the overlay, and sometimes the buttons are weird where it's like the third person, the vertical, and if you click one of the sticks, sometimes can't get back to this view. But you know, guys don't need to know that. Battling on the outside, of course, we are in Hell in a Cell. We want to see him battle up on top. Fort is bigger than the state of Texas. I'm pretty sure the fort's got its own zip code, own property tax. Oh, face first off the side. Keep that in mind. 2 throws and that thing's busting open. Yeah, you can land planes. It's like an Air Force carrier. Throwing the steps, Emma. Staring down Steph, and this is exactly how you thought this matchup would go. Not much wrestling, just straight war. I think on the next intros we're gonna go pop in our glasses. I'll throw in freshies tomorrow, but I don't. These things are fucking cooked. If anyone knows how it is to have slightly too old contacts in for slightly too long, not fun. Yeah, you know what I meant. And Steph already bloodied early in this matchup. Will this be an early ending for both competitors? Tilt-a-whirl, big power slam there, hook the outside leg. One. Kick out at one though, powered out by Steph and Emma. Can't believe that's a 1 count. Of course, if Steph were to fall to Emma here tonight, not only would be 0-2 in Hell in a Cell against Emma, but would also likely to be defending those mixed tag titles next week at pay-per-view. If not, likely will be the week after at AAA in Mexico. Yeah, you dumb bitch. I deserve that. Am I mistaken? I'm gonna have to go back and look. I feel like that the middle of the cage is way darker. I think it used to be more see-through. I swear to God. Or maybe the camera was just set differently. Steel chair in the ring. Early weaponry. Like, just use like that camera the whole time. Like, only cut with that camera. Wouldn't that be way more logical? Oh, small package. Steph looking to take him out early. You got a 1. Oh, yeah, my alerts are off. Yes, I'm a dumb bitch. Oh, torture axe, shades of mech. And a bit of a shot here of Molly, of course, the reigning women's champion. And talk about a future contender for those mixed tag titles in Molly and Mech. Oh, nice face first. Planting, I was gonna say wheelbarrow, but not quite. Form across the face, chuckle, slow to the count here, kick out at 1. Tony, always A+ effort. That's what we pay you for. We don't pay you. Hell yeah, Mech baby. That reminds me, I gotta make more crowd signs with all y'all's custom logos. If I don't have anyone's custom logos, feel free to send them to me on Discord. I can throw them on your Titantron, your in ring gear, maybe like an entrance shirt. I know some of you already have it, but for those that don't, I can look into that. I know I've already spoken to a few people about that, but I do keep needing to mention that. Hey, pay him in teeth. Forget human monies. Wasting time. Tony, that would be funny. I can do that. I made the Wall Street, the Fall Street sign for you. I know it's been there a while now, but taunting, but luckily reversing it. And I didn't see Steph grabbed a bag of thumbtacks, and I don't think we've ever seen thumbtacks in a women's Hell in a Cell. Certainly not. Yeah, Roldy, I did. Yeah, I believe you had made crowd signs too, which is fucking gorgeous. So I'm also going to start making more custom Titantrons once I kind of doll up the rest of the details in TSW. Nice move there, but again, shoulder up at 1, Steph. Not only high stakes, but knows this rivalry. Oh, and Emma dumping the thumbtacks on the back. There's something I want to... Emptying the sack on the lower back of... Off the ropes, rebound. That has to... There's no way. Again, maybe it's just the camera cuts too. It could be both, but I swear to God, that was not that fucking hard to see through last year. Because I feel like I didn't notice it during Animal Young. But maybe they also would immediately... Oh my God! Reversing the submission, face first, Emma goes into those thumbtacks. For the top with authority. And I tell you, Steph's so powerful. We talk about Bama pound for pound. Steph, as strong as they come in TSW. Oh, Emma face first into the side. Pointy. Steph showing off little parkour skills, keeping it limber, keeping it loose. Giving Emma enough time to counter, though. Come back to life in this matchup. European uppercut. You don't recommend. Shout out Office Max. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Battling on the outside here. And now back in the ring. I like the way they're battling here. A little inside, a little outside. Steph. Now with a table. And grabbing all the weapons here early on. Oh, Emma reverses. Oh, is that Kinshasa? Kinshasa out of nowhere. First 2 count of the match, but no, powered out to Steph. Emma pulls Steph to her feet. Yeah, this is annoying. That's so bad. Face first on the table, my God. And again, going after that single leg Boston Crab here in Boston. Steph, though, again, able to trip up the ankle. Roll up now. Steph maybe getting a little desperate. Hands in the back of the tights. No, kicked out at 1. Big kick. Combo coming from Steph. Big discus forearm. Steph back to the outside. Maybe more weaponry on the way. No, just a breather. Emma dragging themselves up into the corner. Oh, and spellbound. Oh, spellbound to the turnbuckle. Oh my God, and that is nasty impact. Emma somehow back to controlling the pace, though. Oh, countered. Steph able to land on their feet. Steph. Oh, planting Emma. Slam back down, looking for the cover. Hook the outside leg. 2 count. No, powered out again. And a true war here in Hell in a Cell. Oh, big super kick. Blood in the eyes, chop. Nowhere to be seen. Oh, a Tahana bomb. Shades of Raw Dog. And maybe a shot to Jen. Maybe a shot to the dog pound. And of course, a shot to Molly by proxy. Another bag of thumbtacks here. Big stomp to the midsection. Walking it out. East side walk it out. Dragon screw leg whip countered. Emma drags Steph back to her feet. Standing switch. Looking for a back suplex, but countered though. Steph able to reverse the momentum. And Steph. What is Steph going for here? Oh my God. Steph tying up. Oh my God. Look at Steph twisting Emma into a submission. Oh my God. Unbelievable, but Emma somehow able to slip out of the grip. Steph maybe not able to have all that locked. Oh no, and Emma underhanded tactics. Steph though saw coming, drops the brass knucks. Woo, big shot. Oh, we're gonna trade shots. Boo. Yeah. Boo. Yeah. And you gotta think Boston getting their money's worth tonight. TSW week away from Great American Bash pay-per-view. Who will face Jessie for the Queen of the Ring crown and be the first to hold that title? Will it be one of these two veterans? Hockey fight here in the Garden. Bruins fans love what they're seeing. Who will get the upper hand? Shakes it off. No, Emma, second time brass knucks. Again, second time brass ducked. Back elbow countered. I like how I'm ducking to look through the... Dude, that's so bad. We will have to see what alternate camera angles we can use for this. Steel chair in the corner, dropping Steph, but somehow countering the second one. Emma still got the chair, able to wrestle it away. Steph, center of the ring. Oh my God, Emma, right onto the thumbtacks, maybe. Oh, and actually, Steph looks like she's being really thoughtful, avoiding the tacks and the chair. Face first, though, either way. And could this be it? Queen of the Ring semis, no! And Emma powers out, and Steph can't believe it. And Emma counters Steph down to the outside, and things could get dangerous here. Emma again able to break the grips of Steph time and time again, thrown away. Oh, from the side, let's go! It's the climb. No, it's gonna be an uphill battle. Emma and Steph gonna battle on the outside, and will we see the sequel from last time where Steph would fall face first to the mat below? Emma climbs confident. Steph seems a little unsure. Emma taunts and Steph's gonna do it, and Steph rarely shooken, rarely second guessing the decisions here. she makes in TSW, and could this be a critical mistake for a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer in the women's division? In the midsection, what is Steph thinking? Oh, planted Emma! Shades of Stony there. Of course, those two teams, the Stonies and Doom, the Beauty and the Beast, have had a lot of battles. Sit out, power bomb, buckles the roof. And this is getting ugly for both competitors. 30, 40 feet in the air here in the garden. Oh God, no, Steph. Oh my God, and a Canadian destroyer. And of course, a few weeks away from a show in Toronto. Emma, two-hand toss away from the panels though. Smart call as Emma was standing. Oh, but Emma wants Steph right in the middle, right in the danger zone. Oh, and a Kamigoye, a ripcord knee to the skull. Able to kick off and right near the edge. Looking for that monkey flip, but countered into an atomic drop, and Emma may be saving serious disaster there. Chop countered. And this is absolutely nerve-wracking for the fans, the audience, the commentator, and the competitors in the ring. And Steph pulls Emma right to the center. Big elbow, second elbow, kick to the guts. Steph, what is Steph thinking? Exploder suplex on the roof. Tip up doesn't break, but buckles. And we are moments from a disaster. It's like watching the Hindenburg take off. Suplex, oh, German suplex, tossed too far, and both women down on the roof of the cell, and this is incredible. And Jessie gotta be licking her chops, watching these two go to war. A big time elbow in desperation has to be on the minds of both of these competitors. And here we go. Emma, could this be it? Steph, stiff forearm, countered. Emma, countered back. Forearm from Emma, from Steph. Standing switch. Elbow back by Emma. Oh no. Up on the shoulders. Power slam, buckling a third panel. Emma turns Steph around, looking for the snake bite. Steph counters. Emma's in trouble, but Emma breaks free again. Unable to connect there, the blood in the eyes, the lack of depth perception, a factor, and a second time, both women down. This is unbelievable, and we have seen some true wars of attrition. Wars. Nice word, JG. Kicked off, Emma right onto that panel. Steph, oh my God, choke slam to the oh, Emma, you lucky bastard. But maybe not that lucky. Steph looking to cast a spell. Oh my God. Oh my God. Steph. Diabolical. And Emma has not moved. Steph with the pin. And Emma might be dead. Not to make light of this situation, Emma's out cold. Why? I didn't change. Hold on. I didn't change Steph's. I'll just feed. There we go. I'll just turn it down for now. Oops. A couple people have the American Alpha default. I don't know why. Steph victory music. But what a goddamn war. And I cannot wait to see round 8 between these two. And round 3 in the steel cell. But my God, face first. Maybe the nastiest fall I've ever seen. Perfect. That is one of the most breathtaking things I've ever seen, and so lucky that those tacks in that chair was not there. Just ask McFoley. But Emma, I can't imagine it's going to be in action next week. But in action and moving on to the finals. of the Queen of the Ring tournament will be the Blue-Eyed Witch. That might be one of the craziest Hell in a Cell moments we've ever seen. That was crazy. God damn. Because after the chokeslam missed, you're like, oh, this might... Dude, my heart. Oh, man. And this Boston audience has got a pay-per-view level here tonight. And we still have 3 incredible matches, ladies and gentlemen. We still have 2 more King of the Ring matches, including this upcoming one as well as LPC Hardcore title Open Challenge. Who will answer the call here in the TD Garden? Well, with the next King of the Ring matchup about to go down, this will also tell us the King of the Ring main event here tonight, unless the Hardcore title. So, ladies and gentlemen, hold your breaths if you are left standing. Let's send it down to ringside and find out who is the final 4 one-on-one matchups in the King of the Ring quarterfinals. And then I'm around the bathroom. I gotta fucking go on motherfucker. Fuck Cleveland. And can you dig it, sucker? The Enforcer of Wall Street, accompanied by Vibe. And D-Reg, unproven but a former BCOT heavyweight champion, has beaten the best, including one of few to defeat Yunk one-on-one. D-Reg could very well be the King of the Ring, and great news for Wall Street. Vibe is at ringside. Unless he ends up having to go into the ring, Wall Street has a chance to clean sweep on to the final 4 of the King of the Ring. But the big question is 50-50. Who will face D-Reg tonight? D-Reg BMI, but athletic as they come, and Vibe at ringside, a true X Factor. A variable you can't account for, but who will be on the other side? I mean, you kind of know. Had to be right. And ladies and gentlemen, business has just picked up. A man I know well, but the man I knew is not the man we see tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back in a moment as The Rocker enters the arena. We talk a lot about intimidation factor in TSW, and Z-Rock, of course, a former 90-plus, 3-plus month reigning as Universal Champion, always one to instill fear, but this year, especially since legitimately lighting fire to his former friend faction leader JG603, Z-Rock has unlocked a new level here in TSW. It's raining, so I just gotta grab a package real quick. So one second, I just want to set the table for this match. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, one-on-one. It is the Enforcer of Wall Street, D-Reg versus Z-Rock. Rumors of Z-Rock wanting a piece of Vibe. He's gonna have to hope he can get through D-Reg. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, addition by subtraction, do the math. Our main event tonight, Extreme Rules. No, a Wall Street fight, as our main event tonight is going to be LBJ versus Vibe. I'll be back in 1 second. Sweet, they were bagged. Let's get to it, baby. Also being lazy and just top my water. BG water, granddaddy burp. Of course, Z-Rocker, as we mentioned, former Universal Champion, former Hardcore Champion. Oh, back body to ringside and right by Vibe. Charles Robinson, right? Chuck? I mean, Z-Rock did count. Charles! Oh my god. And a discus boot. Z-Rock's busted open on the outside. Jesus Christ. And we know that Wall Street has a history of rigging matches, of paying off the referee, and it appears as though the check has cleared. Overseas international money was an issue, but they are back in the US, and my god, does it appear as Charles Robinson has been paid off, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is a goddamn disqualification. Z-Rock now thrown into Vibe, thrown away, and this is about to be a count out. Not like this, man. Vibe going after Z-Rock. Z-Rock, get in there! Vibe's going after Z-Rock. Oh, the neck breaker. Vibe's in the ring. Chuck, this is ridiculous. Where's my phone? We're making a call to headquarters. We gotta make a call to headquarters. Buckle now uncovered. What is going on here? Someone getting Chuck's here. This is ridiculous. This is egregious. I have my differences with Z-Rock, damn it, but this is wrong. Thank you. Bye. Big shot to the guts there by Z-Rock. And of course, Z-Rock, a storied history with Vibe, so not shocking Vibe being involved here. Vibe, of course, a collision course with the Universal Champion LBJ in the main event tonight. Can we get a new ref football? That's what I'm saying, bro. Football, what you doing in like 2 hours? You want to hop into some Fortnite for a couple? Oh, and a big hip toss by the Rocker. Oh, and a super kick by D-Reg. But I really don't think you can count out Z-Rock despite the number disadvantage. D-Reg off the rope, rebound. Oh, and there we go. Z ducks the clothesline. In Vibe's corner, big clothesline coming. D-Reg's dropped. Oh, and a small package, of course. Right when Wall Street starts to slip, they come up with some shenanigans. D-Reg, big knee. Of course, no knee pads here. He's going to shoot the cover right. His foot's clearly in the ropes. And like I mentioned, man, you got to feel for Z-Rock here. You know, Wall Street be damned, of course, big part of putting on our show next week. And Wall Street, of course, the Big Apple, throwing an apple in the ring, and this is just disrespectful. Oh, big boot, though. Z-Rock now with some offense. Sweeps the leg. D-Reg now top rope. What is he thinking? Again, BMI competitor, but easily the quickest in the division. Fuck, I was gonna put on my glasses too. Oh, and a missile drop kick. And we talk about the athleticism, was a former heavyweight for quite some time. Bulking up to BMI, the regimen, quite unknown at the moment. Knee to the face here of the Rocker. And both men on a uphill climb as of late in TSW. So a true collision of momentum here tonight. D-Reg calling Z-Rock to his feet, but maybe the taunt, a mistake, takes him to Vibe's corner. That's never good. D-Reg, what is he thinking? Scoop slam on the big man. D-Reg. We're gonna go top rope maybe, but no, Z-Rock. Veteran maneuver, rolls to ringside. Remember, that long reign of the Universal title. He had his share of wars. Oh, and a crescent kick. And you know, you'll notice, of course, both the entrance theme, the style of wrestling. D-Reg, of course, spent time training under Booker T, alongside prospects like Trick Williams. D-Reg a standout. Big knee there, counter. Oh, and a flipping clothesline, and here we go. Z-Rock back in control, but no, D-Reg right back to his feet. Woo, big chop. You know what's funny? I keep forgetting to turn down the trade blows. I like the trade blows. It's a really good thing, but when every match has it, obviously it's like eh. It's like if every match was no DQ, or we had like a Hell in a Cell every week, you'd be like, eh. Chick's also been wearing two old content. Yeah, right, he can't see. He's like me, where we are like, trading shots here. Yeah! Boo! And Z-Rock certainly a fan favorite here in TSW, building so much momentum. The new look, the new mindset. Who will stand tall coming off from that fight? D-Reg a little too quick again. Woo! 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 3 straight chops. Looking for a suplex. Z-Rock though counters, flips the momentum, slides out the top, chop block. And that's where not having a knee pad does you a disservice. Unable to hold those ligaments a little bit tighter. It's like wearing low tops on a basketball court. You don't want to do it. And Z-Rock powers up D-Reg, thinking power bomb. Center of the ring. Running power bomb to the corner. Head off the turnbuckles. Now big stomps in corner from the rocker. And this is exactly how he wants the momentum in this match to go. As this crowd is starting to reach a fever pitch here. As they can feel something big's on its way. Face first. What's he thinking? No, D-Reg able to counter. D-Reg standing switch. Thinking back suplex, no atomic drop. Irish whip, hard to the corner, back first to the turnbuckle goes the rocker. High knee counters, turns D-Reg to the corner. And Z maybe looking to get a little extra steam into this one. Bang, big lariat. Flattening D-Reg in the corner. And very rarely is D-Reg undersized. Oh, and Z-Rock with a choke slam from hell, but no. D-Reg, big elbow counters, an explosive clothesline. That athleticism on full display. Where's the arm? Not like Chuck was gonna count a rope break anyways. That was insanely close to 3. Take the midsection. Z-Rock counters now. Big choke style, bang! Stop to the ankle. Oop. And now Z-Rock setting him up. Twisting, spinning, tombstone, bang! Flipped into the cover. Not in the ropes. Is that it? A little slow to the count? No, D-Reg gets the shoulder up. Chuck, decent count there. Maybe Vibe only paid him enough for the first quarter of the match. Oh, I can see that cap. Thrown in the corner, D-Reg. Oh, is he thinking German suplex? Bang! What impact, jumping elbow. I just saw too, the turnbuckle uncovered here. Steve Charles Robinson notices. Stiff knee from D-Reg again, no knee pad. D-Reg maybe looking to get the top rope, and he is. This could be bad news for Z-Rock. It's a big man. Big splash, oh, knees up! Big flipping clothesline. Like they just keep falling off my fucking eyes. Again, if anyone has contacts, they know exactly the feeling I have at the moment. I have more too. I just wore them slightly too long. Top rope now. What is D-Reg? Oh, is he thinking? Houston Hangover, Shades of Booker T, the man who trained him. Oh, and that's bad. And this is it. Oh, and shoulder up again by Z-Rock. And now D-Reg looking to put this thing away, looking for the deregulator possibly. Maybe the bicycle kick, whatever it is. Counter, no enzigiri. And we talk D-Reg so athletic for a BMI competitor. Oh, and Vibe. That turnbuckle cover now paying dividends. D-Reg top rope, big splash. Is he gonna go for the cover? He can't because Chuck's distracted. I think D-Reg wants the cover, but he can't. Big L was just gonna lay some more offense instead. And there we go, Z-Rock able to recover. Big clothesline over the top. And that uncovered turnbuckle by Vibe. Wall Street's antics. Bite him in the ass here. Z-Rock wants to get back in the ring, does not want to be battling on the outside when he feels like he's in firm control of this matchup. And he looks to be. No! D-Rug reverses momentum. They're sweaty, they're oiled up. Couple stomps into the cover. Oh, and another shoulder up. That's one of those, you know, I don't usually mind results in matches, but I hate bad finishes. The one thing that always grinds my gears. Oh, flapjack. Z-Rock back to his feet, both men know. D-Reg lays out Z-Rock again, but Z-Rock able to kick this counter, kick to the back of the hamstring, the knee. Strike. Oh, and here we go. Z-Rock out of nowhere. Tombstone. What a counter. Hooks the leg. Foot in the ropes. Foot in the ropes, but Chuck can't see it. Chuck can't see it. Get wrecked, Wall Street. And like I said, my differences with Z-Rock be damned, but sometimes you gotta root against Wall Street, and foot clearly under the ropes. Chuck misses it. And the enforcer of Wall Street has fallen. And D-Reg still a lot of momentum here in TSW. Of course, defeated Yunk a number of weeks ago. Certainly continues to chase championship gold. But in terms of King of the Ring glory, it is Z-Rock who will continue this upward trajectory here in TSW. And that uncovered turnbuckle. You got to wonder, would D-Reg have covered after that splash? Would that have been enough? But you can't play in what ifs. All you can play in are 1, 2, 3s.
Here is your winner, the Destroyer,
And now Wall Street, just one bullet left in their chamber. As of course, the main event tonight will be a Wall Street fight, will be LBJ versus Vibe in a 603 Mania rematch. That's gonna get good. Of course, we know Dargan, Flash, Z-Rock, who will join? Will it be the veteran LBJ, the former heavyweight champion? Or will it be a man who is at some times unproven and underrated in Vibe? Wall Street ups and downs continue, ladies and gentlemen, as they continue to reshuffle their deck, so to speak. We'll see if they continue to pull things out their hat, if they got a joker, if they got a wild card, or if indeed their luck has run out in TSW. But one man whose luck doesn't seem to be going anywhere. He's got the luck of the Irish. And of course, we are talking LPC. Undefeated since 603 Mania Night 1. Undefeated as a champion in TSW. 3+ months as hardcore champ. But the challenges continue to ramp up. Who will answer the call here tonight? It's the Hardcore Championship and the semi-main event here in Boston, Massachusetts. Let's get it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the European Hardcore Championship.
Oh, this is fucking interesting. Z King is here and JG's with him. Oh, Northeast hometown cooking. Z King undefeated. Has LPC's luck ran out here tonight in Boston? Easily the biggest X factor he has faced. The undefeated Viper looks to strike with that ZKO here tonight. Bets are live. Yeah, if we ever get shots of my guy, he looks like absolute shit. It's actually hilarious. Vibes, not the brains of the operation, Cap. Ha, look, I read it, even though it's backwards. All right, bets are live. And a mixed reaction here, of course, JG's dicey history in TSW, though certainly turning around as of late. And despite being just an hour from where he calls home, this crowd certainly excited, anticipating a banger after banger Extreme Rules Hardcore Championship here at the TD Garden, ladies and gentlemen. You know, let's fight. But how about this one? We've seen a lot of the known against LPC, but undefeated family of JG is a different X factor altogether. But ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Because it's fight nights with LPC. Banger after banger, week after week, wear and tear be damned. But will LPC continue to find gold at the end of the rainbow, or has the luck run out for the Irishman here in Boston? I'm gonna go grab my contacts while we're doing this one. So I might start the miss the start of the match, but because obviously it's a title match, it's gonna be a few longer. So I'll be right back in a few, ladies and gentlemen. Good time for me to run an ad, and I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial as we get the introductions for this matchup, as it is LPC undefeated for 3 months and running, but Z King is here.
Introducing the challenger from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 205 pounds, Z King! And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 228 pounds, the European Hardcore Champion, LPC!
I'm coming. I'm muted. No, I'm not. I'm coming. Sweet, I missed nothing. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A massive test, not only in ring, but storyline wise as well. I mean, what an opportunity this could be for Z King in the 603 squad. Rips him up right out the gate, bends him into a reverse Boston Crab, and look at that. And guys, here is a big X factor in this match as well. And this is an electric crowd here. This is a hot crowd, folks. As of course, the one of two titles JG has never held is that Hardcore Championship. So getting that title in the family would be a phenomenal feather in his cap to kind of be able to keep an eye on the prize. But of course, the tag titles still escape him, whether it be the tag trio or mixed tag. You get a new one of these. Oh my God! Oh my God! LPC might be concussed. He just JD McDonough himself. That would have been a sick move if he went the right way. Maybe a slip on the ropes. Yeah, of course, early in the match. Plenty of time to recover. Big boots here by LPC, looking to wear down Z King on the outside. JG at ringside, certainly a factor. Of course, JG unable to compete, not cleared medically. Otherwise, you got to think he would be the one in this opportunity. Oh, big clothesline though. And Z King undefeated in TSW. Undefeated at 603 Mania. Obviously back to his feeling for a monkey flip, but no, Z counters. Oh, right on the knee. Cover. 2. Oh, big belly to belly on the outside. And of course, his Extreme Rules, Falls Count Anywhere, hardcore classic here. Certainly coming from LPC. LPC does not miss. Fuck, I just touched the, yeah, goddamn, I just touched the limbs. Oh, and what a move! I thought the suplex countered, but instead able to pull off a backstabber here. Ringside 2, kicked out. Joe just won. Now LPC throwing Z into the steps. And Z yet to experience this type of no-holds-barred war. So you look at JG, he's looking pretty rough there. Of course, with severe burns, unable to upkeep his fucking face. He looks like shit. LPC now underneath the ring. Steel chair in hand, and things are gonna get ugly real quick for Z, but no, able to counter. Back to his feet. Nice dodge. But oh, these open hand slaps, the quick strikes from LPC. Both men are cruiserweights, but LPC, one of the best combinations of size and strength. What the fuck, LPC? I didn't do it. I didn't deserve that. Man, I was just standing there. Unbelievable. I'm not even cleared to compete, LPC. That might be a medical fine. I got a one. We'll see if JG gets himself involved in this match now. I signed all liability. That's true, it is the hardcore division. Anything goes. Steel chair, but no, countered again. And LPC really just so much quicker to the grab, the punch. Yeah, I feel that wrong. Steel chair in the back. Second one. Big strikes here from Z. Maybe they can scoop slam. No, whatever he was thinking, it's being countered. Big back elbows from LPC. Takes him over the announce table face first. And again, we mentioned this is the first Extreme Rules match for the challengers, so certainly uncharted territory here. Mixed results thus far. Nice counter. Oh, never mind. Hold on, he's got something. Oh, but LPC saw it coming. I think Z had some brass knuckles there. Oh, and LPC looking to go after both knees. Smart strategy. Cover. Can't imagine that's quite enough, but no, kick out of 2. Every single kick out, more and more energy being expended by the challenger. Will we see a new champion leading into the Great American Bash next week? Oh, Shamrock Shake hooks the leg. Could this be enough? Chuck so slow to the count. Oh, and kicked out. No, Uday, you definitely have to. You know that? Oh, and here we go. The Leprechaun's got his pot of gold, ladies and gentlemen. And things are about to get ugly here in Boston. Z may be looking for some more weaponry, but LPC hot on his tails. Oh, and that's a good counter there. Backbreaker, big clothesline. I think LPC was looking for the over the rainbow there. The reverse style from the Osaka style. Oh, nice reversal there. Trip the leg up. And you don't want to roll around with the competitor you're facing here tonight. Of course, an MMA background. Oh my God, flying knee right into the barricade. LPC, maybe thinking top rope, high risk, didn't work out last time. Calls him to his feet. This is risky, sir. Risk it for the biscuit. Oh, flying clothesline. Unbelievable impact. Thrown towards JG. Will he get involved? Did he throw a ladder in the ring? I was gonna say JG is indeed being a factor. Of course, randomly got dumped on his head for no fucking reason. Do something. To be fair, I am not cleared to compete, so don't want to get in trouble with the athletic commission. It looked like he was going to dump those in the middle of the ring, but instead he's going to go after his challenger. Oh my God, he just hurls it. Well, that goddamn beanbag to the face. Face first now, busted open on the barricade, the LEDs, the padding. Thrown back towards JG again. But JG just doing everything he can to get away from all the action. Says, bro, that shit hurt, man. I'm not calloused up, bro. I haven't taken bumps in a few weeks. Oh, Luthez press. Full mount, massive fist come flying down. Now gonna stomp on the arm, the shoulder. Gonna be already hit that stunner. The over the rainbow looks to shoot the cover. Kick out at one though by LPC. That's what the champ does, ladies and gentlemen. Champion for a reason, as tough as they come in this locker room. Z looking to get away. LPC following. Don't think he saw him. Rookie mistake there. Oh, against it. Oh, on the announce table. Woo, big chop down. What are you doing? Oh, and he's on the announce table. What are these guys thinking? Big counter, LPC, big shot to Z King. Oh, and Z, superplex. Oh, suplex to the arena floor. Diabolical. 1, 2, is that enough? No, 1. Oh my God, LPC, a 1 count and then just immediately pops up. Z can't believe what he's seen. Round 2? No, back elbow. Oh, CKO out of nowhere. And is that enough? Do we have a new champion? Is the streak over? 2, no. And LPC stays alive. Big pump kick there. If you're looking to watch live,
on Twitch is JG603.
Thank you, Mick. So kind. Oh, big Samoan drop back of that right on that chair. Z sees the chair. Swing away. Swing away. Oh, and that might be enough. Chuck slow though. Another 1. My God, LPC is as tough as they come, ladies and gentlemen. Stomp back of the head into that. The leg of the chair. Yeah, of course, Rogue Energy JG603. You code for 20% off all your Rogue Energy needs. Oh, and there it is. Over the rainbow, the stunner hits. Chuck so slow tonight. 2, no, shoulder up. Still casual. Yeah, of course. Go JG603. LPC up on the barricade, getting these fans pumped up. Clothesline hits. Oh, a nice triangle style choke. Submissions, of course, will count anywhere. But Z, again, the MMA background, knows how to get out of it. Oh, and what is he thinking? Boston Crab! Boston Crab in Boston, in the garden. But no, picks the ankle, able to slip out. Oh, and kicks him off. LPC. Maybe thinking over the rainbow here. No. Oh, into an armbar. Into an armbar. And Z's in trouble. And Z reverses. No. LPC reverses. Oh my God. And the shoulder injury history. And this is bad. This is bad. Oh God. Oh my God. And that could be an LPC up on the barricade again. These fans loving the show they're getting. Tonight has been 3 hours of insane action. And we still aren't at our main event. Though I'm sure just moments away from a Wall Street fight, the final slot in the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. It is going to be Wall Street Leader Vibe, $1 Million Champion versus your Universal Champion, the glorious Mod God, the glorious King, looking to be the first ever two-time and repeat King of the Ring. It is champion versus champion in the main event. But right here, right now, will we see a new champion here tonight? LPC, week after week, war after war. Has the damage been done? Z King, top rope, goes flying cross body onto the chair. Z, the inexperience, I think that's a great opportunity for a cover here, but instead wants more weapons. Remember, oh, and he holds it up. The crowd absolutely loving it. The biggest pop he's gotten all night. Second bag attack, center of the ring, ladder in the ring. JG dropped that in there earlier. Gonna unload the bag in the middle of the ring. Z chasing after LPC. LPC counters, spinning back kick. And these two have had a fucking war here tonight. LPC not done yet. Powerbomb. Z rolls through. Oh my God. Z, LPC new champion. It's over. 2. No. LPC flips him back on the outside. 2 through. No, can't believe it's a 3. And the veteran LPC catches the rookie slipping. A rookie mistake, a veteran instinct combining for a title retained. And man, what a war that was from Z King and LPC here in Boston. And though a first loss in the young career, the sky undoubtedly the limit, not only with incredible in-ring skills, but of course the association and relationship with one Z, or one with one JG. But a bit of a shocker here as LPC retains.
Here is your winner, and still European Hardcore Champion, LPC.
And certainly would love to see a rematch between those two, especially with the way the finish went down. The small package type maneuver there as JG watches on. And I tell you what, the first second I am cleared to compete, LPC, you, sir, have a challenger. Whew, what a night. Always a good time when it flies by. You look down and you said, who's he, what's it time? Main event time, ladies and gentlemen. It's the main event of the evening. The final quarterfinal in the King of the Ring tournament. We know it will be Johnny Clash, Dargan, and the Rocker Z-Rock. Who will join in? Will it be the Universal Champion, LBJ, or will Wall Street slip in the leader? The $1 Million Champion, the one, the only Vibe. Going to be absolutely electric there, ladies and gentlemen. It also bears worth mentioning who the current heavyweight champion is. With the nature of the tournament, with the nature of Wall Street helping us financially with the show next week, I struck the deal with Wall Street that I think is more than fair. LeBron is not expected to defend the title next week. He is instead going to have the night off. Of course, Wall Street helping fund that show, and that was their main request. And, you know, I had to oblige. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get glorious. I'm going to step away one more time for the main event, as it's the Universal Champion, the one and only reigning Mod God and King of the Ring, King LBJ.
Making his way to the ring, representing
And easily one of the most decorated wrestlers in TSW history, surefire first ballot Hall of Famer. And tonight we see round 2 between these rivals. Get those bets. Hey, I appreciate you, LBJ, brother. The best as always. And we'll see if there's any backup. Oh my God. Oh my God. And of course, D-Reg taken out earlier, Clap not here, and that's trades.
Representing the Bank from Wall Street, weighing in at 233 pounds, the $1 Million Champion, Wild Man.
And certainly some history, of course. Civ has often been the hired muscle for Wall Street. And you got to think based on what we're seeing. And by the way, we haven't seen Craigie here tonight. We're going to try to get a checkup on Craigie. Has Savart done something to... Oh, God, man. And just when you think Wall Street has run out of options, I'll be damned if they don't find another one. And of course, a chorus of boos accompanying Wall Street as always. Make sure you guys get those bets in, baby. So pending the results of this, I will look at the names and I will figure out real quick who will face who in the next round. But we know right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a Wall Street fight, and there is a hell of an X factor at ringside here in trades. Let's get it on. Come on. And we've seen trades at ringside before. He tends to get involved early and often. Any sign of Craigie? None? Did he stay back overseas? Maybe stayed in London? No sign though. You did see Civ earlier, and he had blood, and it wasn't his. Okay, yeah. Well, that's not good. That's not good. We're into our best to try to get footage for that. We were maybe gonna have footage this week, and I forgot to add it. What was that? Oh, sorry, I had a little frog in my throat. I don't think anyone heard what I said there, right? Big knee lift. Right as the entrance was happening, I was like, oh, we didn't set up a very important factor in this. Because of course, Civ takes out Craigie, and it's like, well, is this just the hired gun? Is this just the hired muscle? But no, ladies and gentlemen. Buy betters look narrow. And LBJ, could he become a 2-time king of the ring? Could he go on to the semifinals in the nation's capital? And how fitting would it be? Oh, and what a move. A spinning face first slam there. Another tilting, bang, crucifix. And really interesting note, of course. Earlier tonight, of course, Clap took a bit of a beating. We found out it was earlier in the week. Certainly maybe shifts odds between himself and Roy Bacon in that TLC rematch, but certainly worth noting that in the days since then, they have apparently acquired Civ, acquired Trades, and Trades is a cruiserweight competitor, ladies and gentlemen. So you gotta wonder if that is possibly a potential backup plan for Wall Street. Light tube, vibe counters. Vibe, of course, one-time trios champion, yet to hold singles gold, certainly a great road to get there. And currently the 3 men left in King of the Ring have yet to hold the heavyweight championship. Oh, and what a move! Not quite getting all of that one. I think his knee hit the... And LB with maybe a crucial mistake. His knee hit the steps on the way down. Didn't connect clean. And he throws a kick with the other leg immediately. And you got to wonder if that's going to be a factor here, folks. LB, super kick. Maybe looking for that half and half, the King's soup, or the Queen suplex, I should say. Vibe certainly an underdog, both by betting and in-ring history here, but remember, he did defeat LBJ at 603 Mania. Undefeated against the GOAT. But we are talking a former heavyweight champion, longest heavyweight champion run in history. Held every title except for the tag titles. And a true heart and soul. Oh, and a big mistake. Able to land on his feet, but Vibe able to get out of that. Vibe drags LB back to his feet here. Who's getting back in the ring? Falls do not count anywhere. LB reverse, looking to throw him back in the ring. Again, these guys cannot get back in the ring to save their life right now. And there we go. They're struggling. Oh, and there we go. LBJ with that speed, of course. Former cruiserweight champion, Vibe, a heavyweight competitor. Oh, and look at that elbow. Vintage Vibe, shades of his day as the honky tonk Vibe. Of course, rope break won't apply here. This is a Wall Street fight. As we said, F Landmark sign in the crowd, classic. Of course, Landmark currently out injured. Does have a BMI championship rematch clause upon return, but it will be Finn versus Mecho Monster next week. Dying to see how that thing shakes out in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Great American Bash, 4th of July weekend. Oh no, and Vibe with the thumbtacks. He's going to start to dump him out, but oh, Hurricane Rana, and Vibe with a critical mistake there. LB springboard Arabian press, but Vibe able to get out the way. Yeah, they're looking for a circle. They were very confused. Said it's a ring, though. LB, it's a tough one, especially this loss. That'd be a cruncher. Vibe saying, sure, throw that table in the ring, LB. Oh, that's regrettable. And was that a mistake from Vibe? Drop kick to the corner. LB, no cover, gonna stay on the attack. Smart. Knows the damage he has to do against a competitor. Quite like Vibe. Fall Street sign in the background. Big clothesline, back elbow from Vibe. Throws him down to the ring. And Vibe down to ringside over by Shrades. Shrades, of course, the S now a dollar sign. As he appears clearly to have joined Wall Street as their newest recruit here in season 3. Oh, that's big. Face first into the tax, into the table, and he's busted open his Vibes. And LBJ might just have some momentum now on the side. Oh, flying forearm back first now, and Vibe absolutely tatted with those tacks. Or drawing pins. Vibe drops down low, bad space to do that. Kitchen sink knee, flipping him right into those tacks. Covered, he's gonna have to kick out on those tacks. 2, no. Shoulder up by LBJ, not willing to give up this early. And you gotta think if Vibe can also, I'm just saying, you know, this is King of the Ring, but you pin the Universal Champion, you gotta think that is a title that Vibe has coveted in the past. That could certainly mean a contendership in the future. But of course, LBJ, oh, face first, busted open. Of course, LBJ waiting for his rematch with Raw Dog, or Raw Dog waiting for his rematch with LBJ, I should say. Through the ropes, rebound, spinning back kick, so much force. That might be a knockout. Kick out. Yeah, is Boston? Is LBJ gonna end up in the harbor? No, different tea party here tonight. We're about to find out, though. Oh my God, LB going top rope. What is LB thinking? Springboard? Steiner! Oh, LBJ electric! Arsenal assault on the tax. Vibes down, and just like that, 1, 2, no, kick out. That was sick. Rolls away. Oh, now Vibe going after the knee. Oh! And that is a great strategy to go after the knee of LBJ. Now rubbing his face, the snout, into the mat. And now this crowd, this Boston crowd, a chorus of boos. And if you told me that 200 years ago that here in Boston, the crowd would be cheering for the Brit, I wouldn't have believed you. LB reverses. Oh, spinning back elbow. Kick. Spinning kick ducked, oh, and right into a roundhouse. LBJ electric offense calls Vibe to his feet. Oh my God, Vibe is right behind those tacks. Springboard, European uppercut, right into the tacks. Oh, and Vibe, oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, and an elbow. Vibe is in trouble. And Wall Street, after D-Reg falling early, have to be worried about the possible results, the way they're trending at the moment. And Wall Street knows a thing or two about trends. Oh, spinning round face first onto the canvas, luckily avoiding more tacks, more damage. Flip up, up, down, Bane, crucifix bomb. He's gonna hold him down, and how fitting. Feet on the ropes, but it don't matter. Oh, and he kicks out. And with Johnny style crucifix. And LBJ, a stampede at ringside. Such a personal matchup. Of course, their history with Wall Street, Vibe inarguably bringing them to their glory in season 2, and Vibe would unceremoniously remove LBJ from the equation just as things and the lights were their brightest. Schrade's gonna get involved. Schrade's on the apron. He's going after Schrade's is in the ring, and Schrade's just hit LB. And that was enough for Vibe to take back control. And the Wall Street shenanigans continue here tonight. Vibe, another bag of thumbtacks. LPC not using all of them earlier. Well, he dumps them. He doesn't see LB. Oh my God! He just got decapitated. Face first in the tacks he just dumped. Oh, but Vibe somehow able to counter LB into the corner. Chest first. Axe to the back. Flips him around again. Turning him over like he's on a grill on the 4th of July. Side Russian leg sweep. Side British leg sweep. What is LB thinking, plotting, debating his next move? Top rope. Shrades, maybe a factor. Moonsault, picture perfect elevation. Is that enough? No. In driving Vibe back deeper into those thumbtacks. Oh, and Vibe in a bad spot. Drop down low. Is it time? Leapfrog. Arsenal assault. No spinning. Whirlwind. Face first goes Vibe. Springboard frog splash to the knees. Oh God, that hurts. And Vibe able to turn this thing around here, but no, Vibe, a critical mistake backstabber. And again, driving those thumbtacks deeper and deeper into the skin, the spine. Oh, and Shrades. Shrades talking shit. Saying tea time sucks. Fuck Arsenal. Low blow, but no! LB counters the low blow! And LB has seen that a time or two. Vibe breaks the eyes. Oh no, stock market crash. Bang! Luckily not on the tacks though. But is that enough? Hooks the leg, holds the shoulder down, and Vibe, no! Sweeps the leg. Oh, back of the head right into attacks. LB, top rope, high flying offense from the former Cruiserweight champion. Lines him up. Hot shooting Tex. Hurricane Rana. Oh, God, right into the tacks, and both men are down. Both men are down. Main event. Final quarter, final matchup in the King of the Ring. Oh, and Vibe back. Oh. And now wearing down. No, LB hypes himself up. Vibe can't believe what he's seen. And Vibe looks like he might be running. Brunson burner in the house. Wait, Chuck's distracted. Chuck's distracted off the ropes. Drop down low. LBJ, leapfrog. Arsenal assault, but Chuck's distracted. Chuck's distracted by Shrades. And was that enough? No. And trades again paying dividends for Wall Street, and that should have been 3. That should have been 3. Springboard Phoenix splash, but no. Oh, and face first the tax, and LB with a critical mistake. Trades interference, and now Vibe covered in tax and blood pouring down the face. Might just have LBJ where he wants him. Oh! Right on the tax, center of the ring, and now that light tube, no Vibe. Oh God, glass everywhere. Glass thumbtacks combining in a chatter you don't want. Oh my God, small package and small. Oh, the roll-up merchant, no one kicks out. Drop kick, and things are heating up here. Things are heating up in the main event. Vibe gets LBJ up over the top rope. Dragged, hanging. What the hell is he thinking? Oh, face first. Oh, God, into the tax again. And look at the blood pouring down the chest of Vibes. Vibe showing incredible heart. Since joining Wall Street, truly a new man. Powerbomb! Oh, but Vibe might have taken the worst of that. Knees straight into those tacks. Oh my God, Vibe. Top rope, but LB back to his feet. Looks to take out Vibe, but Vibe counters with the clothesline. Oh, man. Oh, what a spot that was. Double boots to the face. Oh, man, and now Vibe looking to pick apart the opposition off the rope. Rebound, big neck breaker coming, but no. LBJ recognized it, able to avoid drop kick, picture perfect. LB, so many risks in this matchup. Springboard frog splash hits. Is that enough to put Vibe away? Dude, I gotta breathe. My like heart's starting to pound. LB springboard spinning back kick, shades of RK9. And what a matchup that would be. LBJ RK9. Maybe a title on the line. Soccer kick to the spine. World Cup style. LB Vibe to the corner. LB scoop slam countered by Vibe. Looking for a little reverse DDT. Plants him. Center of the ring. Big stomp. Top rope. Is he thinking that big fist drop? No, no. Calls him to his feet and look at the blood in the eyes, down the chest. Big axe handle. And Vibe in one step hits the axe handle and runs right out of the ring. And he's taking a victory lap. Vibe's taking a victory lap here. And is this ill-advised? Is this a little too early? Kendo stick in hand and LB slow to his feet. Oh, God. And maybe this was a well-timed victory lap. Absolutely opening up. And Vibe with more weapons, and LBJ getting picked apart, getting toyed with in Strades. Strades and Chuck getting into it here. Strades and Chuck getting into it here, guys. And Vibe just dumping the tax on his rival. Whip to the corner, countered by LBJ. LB, crucifix. Wait, no, and he's gonna roll. Oh, and he's gonna roll into the thumbtacks, and he's gonna keep on going. Oh my God, and imagine crucifix. No, oh, that would have been so good. Woo, big chop, super kick, counter, spins around, kick to the gut. Vibe to the corner, back elbow again. LBJ stays alive. Spinning, standing switch. Up on the shoulders. Hurricane Rana coming, bang. Arabian press. Get to the land. Jimmy the homicidal. Taboo. Oh, and he's not done. One more time. Top rope. Is this gonna do it? Lines it up. Does he have the hitman? Hurricane Rana, and again, both men are down. This is unbelievable. And what a main event here. And what a way to wrap up the quarterfinals of the King of the Ring. Leg drop, arm directly into the thumbtacks. Well, we are locked the fuck in on this. Vibe counters. Punch in the midsection. Oh my God, no. No. Stock market crash on the tax on the kendo. Oh no. And Vibe moves on. Oh. God, what a match. I thought we still had like 5 more minutes on that bitch, but bro, that rolling pin LB had was incredible. Man. Well, it is official. We will have a first-time King of the Ring, and I tell you what, this has been a shocking... Why is the light tube floating? It has been a shocking evening of action. I think a number of surprising matchups and results. As I think the bracket we had going in has been completely demolished. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Vibe is just 2 wins away from maybe holding on to the title match. LeBron is the champion. LeBron has, it's been said he will not be in action next week, and that is tough for LB. You got to wonder what is next. Well, of course, the Universal Championship appears likely defended next week as Vibe stands tall. Instant classic. What a show, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, oh my God, it's Raw. Oh, and LB was kind of showing off to the crowd a little bit, back turned, and I'll be damned if Raw don't take every opportunity. Oh God, stiff title belt. And as we were just mentioning, guys, Collision Course confirmed next week. The main event was set to be the Men's King of the Ring Finals. But I'll be damned if we didn't just see our main event take shape. And they've done it all. I mean, the 3 stages of hell, I mean, there's only so much these two could do that they haven't done yet. And neither of these men are willing to give up. When these two battle, it is clear. There is no quit. There's no quit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, one superstar will be forced to say those 2 very words. I quit. And no, you're not quitting the brand. You're not quitting TSW, no. You are telling your opponent, you are better than me. I quit. And ladies and gentlemen, Raw, LBJ, Nation's Capital, main event of Great American Bash, Universal title, I quit match. That is going to be a daunting task, truly, for both men. But a quick rundown of some of our big time matches next week. Of course, LPC will be defending the Hardcore Championship. We have the Queen of the Ring Finals. It will be Jesse versus Steph. We have the men's tag titles of the DTs versus the Voyeurs. That'll be no DQ after the controversial ladder match. Of course, Lambo, Arcanine will be in action. We might just see Rowdy. We know we will have TLC for the Cruiserweight Championship as well. We know the women's title will be defended against whoever wins Queen of the Ring. We got the King of the Ring tournament, and that's what you're here for. That's what you're here for. Over much deliberation and debate on these matchups, I tell you, I kind of knew where we were going leading into tonight. Right now, I don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. You're gonna have to tune in next week. Keep an eye on socials. Maybe we have a bracket. I don't know, man. Oh, what a tease. I don't know. Well, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, activate all that good stuff, and I'll get you next time. Woo, appreciate you. Bye.